Everybody, shot, everybody. Hey, everyone, and happy birthday to my man, AJ.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much. How you doing, bro?
Having some troubles, but it's not about me today. It's about you.
Cosine, but we won't go into that. Yeah, as you said, it's a party episode, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Seeing the messages coming in so far, everyone's wondering why the silver screen dudes are a bit late. Let's just say that there's a certain level of prep that's required. You know, you need to make sure that you're kind of ready before you go into it. And prep time was just a bit longer than it needed to be for me on my end. So apologies, everyone. I saw your comment as well, Francis. If Tom Cruise was still signed until we were delayed, fuck. But anyway, happy birthday, Tom Cruise, because it was your birthday as well. That's the one. And may I just say, as well as it is my birthday, birthday gone, Sunday. Tomorrow is one of our main guys' birthday as well. Like, not that there's this preference in there, but this guy we actually have the pleasure of meeting in person on a regular basis. I'm talking about that man right there, Mr. Cook 45. Yes, to the pod viewers, I pointed down to the screen there. He's with me right now, but I'm with you, bro. Happy birthday to Mr. Dennis Cook, whose birthday it is tomorrow. So Den the Tech, big shout out to you on this day as well, my friend. It's cancer season, people. We are in the zone. Okay, guys.
It's cancer month. My wife too, who's probably at some point going to jump in the chat just to try and fuck with me again. Again.
And again, guys, if that does happen, you are more than welcome to change the I'm with AJ to I'm with Anya, because hey, she knows how to get him good.
She put a ring on it, so
yes, she got you real good. So we're there. The juices, I shan't show the labels, but they are in the house. They're ready to go.
Tequila.
One, and yeah, another bottle there as well. So we are good. We are good. How are you, screeners?
Yeah, how are the screeners? So Den the Tech says we are the early birds. I'm with AJ. Ask RJ Skarenki's here. Hello, RJ Skarenki. Francis Lalonde is here. Hashtag I'm with Wanker. Happy birthday, AJ. Love that. Andy Hart is back. Haven't seen him on a live show for a while. Do you think they are drunk already and forgot to turn the cameras on?
If we are, Randy, it's your fault. Andy, also, do you have a booking in central London fairly soon? Because at my workplace, I've seen the name Andy Hart, and I got really excited, and I was like, I wonder if it's one and the same. So if you do, so just let me know, and I will definitely come to see you. If it's not, coincidence.
Den the Tech with a very good idea. Everyone needs to drink along.
I was going to bring that up after we've done our main rules.
Preamble. I think this is a good shout. We shall come back to this. Gavin Mann's in the house. Good evening. Where are they? Have they resigned too? Thinking about it. Francis Nonsense probably checking their theta readings. Would be appropriate considering the episode. He's fucking crazy, isn't he, old Tom Cruise? But if he's here, I love you, Tom.
Exactly.
Crazy and all.
Tom's
love you, Tom. Will Johnson is back to Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Not out yet, but I like the fact that you've got high hopes for it.
Hey, I don't respect her.
Fun story about Will Johnson, actually. He has just applied to be on Christopher Nolan's production team as an editor on the upcoming Oppenheimer movie.
Nice. Best of luck there.
If he gets it or not, don't know. But fucking hell, Will, you go for it, my man.
I'm touching wood, man. Like, hey, that would be a nice story to share with the screen. Even this part is a nice. The fact
We've
that
got
even
Chris Trengove making movies. We got Will Johnson applying to be on fucking Christopher Nolan's new movie. But we need to get back to making a lad in London, you know?
Hey, listen, the time is there. I think it's built. We're at that point. We just need to put like keyboard. Before it's pen to paper, like just keyboard to screen. Maybe I don't know. Just like let's make it.
Talk about them dirty fucking magic carpet munchers, son. That fucking goatee geezer Jaffa, innit?
I've never
He's a
trusted
fucking right biscuit, that boy. Jaffa man. This is a throwback. This is only going to make sense if you are deep into fucking silver screen. Gavin knows what we're talking about. Gavin knows exactly what we're talking about. Den the Tech says, I do know enough Tom Cruise films to help them drink. That's a challenge. I know my Tom Cruise films well.
Good.
I'm going to try money. Coffee for drinks. I like this suggestion too. Every time we shot, Buy me a coffee. No pressure.
Just a hint.
RJ Skarenki, happy birthday, my man AJ.
Thank you very much.
Andy Hart, happy
you.
birthday. Love this. Francis Lon, early birthday. Den the Tech.
Yeah, nice.
Gavin Man, highway to the Rushmore zone.
That's the
Happy
one.
belated birthday,
Thank
AJ.
you very much, Kevin.
Love that. Love seeing this. Riri Thomas is in the house too. Hello, Riri. Why is the comment not coming up again? Hope you had a great birthday, AJ. Looking forward to this one. Always interested to see your list. It's great.
This one's not going to be too exciting. This one is going to be kind of like blockbuster-ish. A few I tried to catch up with, but the birthday party and just went a bit too deep. So yeah, these are going to be bait ones.
Kind of bait. Mixed Memorability says, "How are you going to get drunk with Tom Cruise movies?" Haha. We have a suggestion for this, which we're going to come on to in just a little moment. And Republic Productions is in the house. Hello, Republic Productions. Number 1, Mission Impossible Fallout. I will star that for later. RJ Skarenki says, just saw the trailer for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. It looks crazy as shit. It does. Tom Cruise running a lot.
What he does best.
Mixed Member Billy says, you guys have watched all Tom Cruise, right? So how can you drink? Aha. We have a way around this.
I haven't. But we also have an additional spin to it, which Nico.
We have a spin. We have a spin. I'll be real though, it is going to be hard for people to catch me out on Tom Cruise. I think there's like 2 I haven't seen, and they're fucking obscure, and I'm not going to name them.
Okay.
Will Johnson says, I'm also part of editing June Part 2. Fingers crossed for you, bro. Fucking fingers crossed for you.
Keep going, Will.
Gavin Mann says, there's only 2 Andy Harts. You want booze? You can't handle the booze.
We'll see. We'll see. You might be right, guys. You may be right.
Billy Mount is here too. Hello, Nico and AJ. Am I late?
No,
God, we got the full fucking family in the house today. I'm just missing Chris. Otherwise, we're a full house.
Have we got Jackie?
No, we don't have St. Jackie. We don't have Ashley Beasley. I'm talking shit. We're missing St. Jackie, Ashley Beasley, and
you're in Thailand as well. Anyway, there's enough people. We appreciate you all. It's just we're just showing that we missed some people.
But it's a nice full house. If I can, I'm liking this.
I appreciate. I feel touched, guys. I'm touched. I'm touched.
Yes, I'm sure it's for your birthday. I'm not being rude, but like people want to see us get fucked up again.
Well, this is what I was going to say. It's not. I mean, it's linked to my birthday, but not directly for the fact that it's fucking 10:37.
I'm here for you, and you're here to laugh at me. I get it.
I love the way you worded that because it's pretty much how it's going down, isn't it? It's pretty much how it's going down.
It's just real, bro. This is a good one. Billy Mount, I want to address this. If Face Off 2 happens, would you want Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves in the roles? No. I have what I believe to be the perfect casting if they do a Face Off 2.
Hit me.
Perfect. Are you ready? Because it's real life, like bromance Twitter banter that you could translate into the movie.
The Rock.
Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds.
That would be fun.
Right?
That would be fun. That would be fun. And it'd be mad that everyone's been looking for like Wolverine and Deadpool in this like Face Off 2. It would be awesome.
Speaking of Wolverine, before we go and get smashed, have you heard this Variety report that Taron Egerton has met with Kevin Feige?
No.
And have you seen Taron Egerton recently on the Jimmy Kimmel show?
Is he buffed up, yeah?
He's buff as fuck. And I've looked at Taron Egerton's upcoming IMDb filmography. There is no role that requires him to be the buffness that he is at the moment. Speculate if you will. And now let me add some shit onto what could be a very good bit of casting if they do get Taron. When in the history of ever have you known Kevin Feige to allow people to talk about the fact that they met him for a role and then give them the role?
No, it's never.
Never. Like, Kevin Feige is like the man when it comes to keeping shit under wraps. Like, people didn't know who the fuck was playing Thanos until he literally walked out at Comic-Con on Kevin Feige's terms.
Yeah.
Like, nah. I'd love Taron Egerton. Not as much as I'd love Zac Efron. But
just slightly less than Daniel Radcliffe.
Quite a bit slightly less. But I don't think this is real, sadly. Other comic news, just before we get started. Did you see The Rock's retweet? Or Dwayne Johnson, as we have to call him now.
No.
This is very interesting. A fan tweeted about how it would be a dream to see Henry Cavill cameo.
Yes, I did see this one.
Did you see The Rock's retweet?
Like, something about you guys have supported me. I support
since
you
I was
guys.
wrestling for $40.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
No, that's interesting as hell. Either that or The Rock has just fucking put Kevin Hart as Superman.
Because that's the definition. That's the definition.
Oh, look, even done the text here with me. The Rock and Kevin Hart face off too. See, great minds.
That's what I think you missed. Yeah, but that would have been quite hilarious when you're talking bromance. It's like that one definitely. I believe it wouldn't even be the penis got her. Like that would be. We have more than everything. Like the height definitely got her.
A big Johnson.
Baby, what happened to you? I'm a new man, baby. And could you imagine before?
I'm still black though. Just bit Samoan now.
Tell me about it. But yeah, we are good. We are good. So it would be interesting. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Rock has tried to appease the fans before, even on a wrestling like aspect. He directly like called CM Punk in the middle of a full arena. CM Punk just didn't happen to be near his phone at the time. So
but this is
sometimes he tries. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it will be.
Yeah, but if there was anyone in Hollywood, now The Rock is by no means a amazing actor or anything, but he's got fucking pull.
Yeah,
huge pull.
I agree with.
The only person, funnily enough, who I think probably has more pull than The Rock is Tom Cruise.
Yeah. But I mean, right now, Feige's pull is freaking amazing. But I know what you mean, like as an actor to actor.
No, actor. Like Feige's in a stratosphere of his own. Wait, Andy Hart says Taron Egerton got buffed for an Apple TV show.
Yeah. Also, he wants you to believe.
Republic Production says, I don't want Taron Egerton in the MCU. I want him for the Bond role.
No.
Doesn't
have the. It's too short. If he fits,
let's just be real. He is too short.
He's too short.
He's just pulling 5'9". He's too short. Yeah. Sorry to anyone who's under 6 foot out there, but Bond needs to be 6 foot plus.
It is though. Like we're talking.
And now someone's going to come to you know Sean Connery was 5'8". Like wait for it. Wait for it.
Roger Moore just had no height whatsoever. He was on a boxer half of his casting. Like
yeah, the Johnson got him.
Well played, Francis. Thank you very much.
And he says, Face Off 2 needs to cast 2 women so Nico can have the vagina. The vajayjay got me. I like the fact that this is like become silver screen canon now. It's like the penis got me. Like the fucking penis got me. Oh. Face Off idea, Ryan Gosling and Bradley Cooper from Riri. I still maintain I want Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds in Face Off 2.
But going back to Andy's statement, if it were to be 2 women, who?
Oh, Emily Blunt and Amy Adams. Republic Productions is proving a great point for me here. Daniel Craig is 5'11". Taron Egerton is only 2 inches shorter. Thanks for proving my point that Daniel Craig sucks. Keep feeding me, brother. Keep feeding me, brother. You're never the more you tell me about Daniel Craig, the more validates my opinion that he's a wanker. A short one at that.
Silver screen dudes do heightism.
Well, Nico Luro, the views and opinions of Nico Luro are not reflective of those of the entire Silver Screen Dudes family.
So just 50% of it. We're halfway there.
Oh, Billy Mount says, what hires are Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves? Tom Cruise short, Keanu Reeves not short.
Well, taller. I'm not too sure how much taller, but yeah.
Billy Mount says, Nico, do you prefer Emma Watson over Daniel?
Hell yeah. I do.
Daniel who?
Come on, bro.
Radcliffe. Because there's 2 Daniels I dislike, Craig and Radcliffe. So I'm like, who are we playing with here?
Shorter and shorter.
Do I prefer Emma Watson over Daniel? Most fucking definitely. Emma Watson's awesome. And Republic Production says, as a 5'11" guy myself, I'm offended. Please don't be. I'm just saying, I'm not going to finish.
Republic Productions. I did say reproductions there. Sorry, Republic Productions. For the record,
the penis got you.
Literally, for the record, I'm between like 5'11" and 6 foot. I need an official reading, so don't take it in any way. Like the banter is the banter. I, short of me not believing in being a black Bond, I don't believe.
Speaking of which, it gets better. Like, this is my week of like, haha. It's fucking great. Daniel Craig's 5'11", aka not Bond. Did you see the new what was it? Booking.com commercial?
No.
Just see fucking Idris Elba is in it. I'm like, okay, cool. You're never being Bond.
Booking.com. Yeah.
It's done. Like, Bond doesn't do Booking.com. I'm sorry. You can't tell me the guy.
Unless.
Oh, and by the way, he has his phone jacked in the commercial. That's the best part.
Unless it's from Booking.com. No, but he gets his phone jacked. Yeah, there we go. All right. Well done. Well done, Brixton. You got your phone nicked.
Literally, one of the fucking air stewardesses is like looking at his phone, looking at all of the great deals on Booking.com. He's like, "Can I have my phone back?" She's like, "No." He's like, "All right." It's like, "You're not Bond. It's dead. It's dead." People gave Tom Hiddleston shit when he wore that dumb fuck I Heart TS t-shirt, which ultimately I agree did fucking seal his fate as never being Bond again. Booking.com. Bifrost Booking.
As my brother calls him, Bifrost Man. That is as much as he sees Idris Elba. You don't go from Bifrost Man to Bond. It doesn't happen, does it? Let's be real.
Fucking Bifrost Man to Booking.com though works in the streets. That's literally where he took the Bifrost to. His next journey. Like,
but he was the beast of no nation, of course.
Yes, great streaming show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well done. Where you belong, right on the streaming platform, $6.99 a month. You rock that shit, Idris. Movie star, my ass. I say that, and I'm running a fucking podcast and criticizing a guy who's worth millions. But anyway, whatever.
and as well as that, we're always like support the middle ground. Support the middle ground. Forget the big blockbusters. Here we are. Yeah, Mr. $6.99.
Mr. $6.99 and Booking.com. I laughed so loud when I saw that commercial. It actually woke the baby up. Anya was furious with me, but I was like, "Ha! This guy Bond?" Are people like, anytime someone says that now, I'm gonna have like, you know, the way Brother Leon has got that direct like Lita going through a table shit. And we were like, why you got that saved? So why are you bringing that up so quickly? I'm gonna be like that with Booking.com. Idris Elba should be Bond. Really? Copy paste.
What's he gonna do? Kill the villain with a good deal?
No, he's gonna kill the villain by not having them buy travel insurance. Oh shit, we just got deep. Andy Hart suggests Charlize Theron and Kate Blanchett. I love that.
I was gonna call for Charlize Theron, but I couldn't think.
Charlize is a great shout.
I couldn't think who. Blanchett would be nice. That would be an interesting shout.
Republic Productions, you're killing me here. AJ, I'll allow you to read that one and respond.
Republic Production says, Bond doesn't have to be tall. He just has to be a convincing killer and not a pretty boy like Pierce Brosnan. Why are we firing shots? Pierce Brosnan is my Bond. It's the silver screen Bond, man. Like, it is what it is. Yeah. He's the Bond of our era.
Bond doesn't have to be tall. He just has to be. So let's lose the word just. He definitely has to be a convincing killer, amongst other things. He also has to be handsome because he's a misogynistic womanizer, as fucking exemplified in GoldenEye, the best James Bond. Come at me. He needs to be a misogynistic womanizer. You can't be that if you look like a computer-generated, retarded orangutan like Daniel Craig does. You have to be suave. When Craig walked in Casino Royale wearing a tuxedo, I laughed my fucking ass off. So, oh, hello, pouty Bond. Oh, chav Bond. You look like a fucking chav in a tuxedo. I was like, this guy's meant to be like suave and debonair. Get fucked. Like Daniel Craig.
Hurry up, I've got to be on Tarry in half an hour.
Fucking this guy. Like, get the fuck out of my face. Anyway, that's enough of the Bond rant. Why are we here, AJ?
So, aside from it being a birthday episode and it being a Drunk Rushmore, we're going to tell you the main rules, and then we'll add on to what a Drunk Rushmore means. So, Nico, would you like to take it away, sir?
Which part?
Well, what's the Rushmore all about?
This is a top 10 show between two best friends from school. Come on. You know they are here for the drunk stuff. Why are we doing this? I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm actually nervous about where this is going. This is the problem. Yeah, weird voices may come up tonight, so apologies to everyone. The drunker I get, the weirder I get, and it's already off to a bad fucking start, so my apologies. How does the show actually work? AJ and I each get assigned a topic. In this case, we're doing Tom Cruise movies because you know what? It's the guy's birthday, and he shares a birthday with my best friend over here to the right. You see this handsome brother right here? Yeah, it's his birthday. So we're doing the birthday thing, the drinking and the fucking Tom Cruise and the fuck. I'm not looking.
Christopher Waltz has come out of nowhere.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. This is gonna suck. Cool. Right. Yeah. How does the show actually work? We get assigned a topic. We go our separate ways. We come right back here into recording and deliver to you, the silver screen dudes. If you are watching us live, you are Live Squad. If you're watching us on YouTube after we've aired live, you are VOD Squad. And if you are listening to us on one of the many podcast platforms we are on, you are the Pod Squad. You are all part of the family, and we love you all so much and for giving us your time each and every week. Here's how it works. AJ will start first delivering his bottom three. I will then deliver my bottom three. AJ will deliver his next two. I will deliver my next two. And then we will trade one apiece. If at any time while we are running off our individual top 10 list, one person has a movie in a high position, the person will say,
punt.
Oh, that was quick. And we will punt and talk about that movie when we get to the higher position. Once we have both rounded off our individual top 10s, we will create the movie Mount Rushmore, which this week is
the Drunk Rushmore of Tom Cruise movies. Yes, we are breaking down Tom Cruise movies now.
So how does the Drunk Rushmore work? Given that, unlike last time, we're going to limit the carnage because I was not in a good way last time. So I'm likely with the fact that I'm on the tequila tonight means I'm still not going to be in a good way. But here's how it's going to work. It's automatic shots, essentially. Now, same rules apply. If you do manage to pick a movie which one of us hasn't seen, we will be honest.
It's quite likely for me. It's quite likely.
Yeah, funny enough, yeah, you're more likely to fuck with AJ this time because as I said, I think there's only 2 Tom Cruise movies I haven't seen.
Like, I could have played the game, and I was going to. I was going to play the game, and I was like, I've seen a few. It's hard to fit. There are some I really did want to see, but I was like, you know what? It's a Drunk Rushmore. Let's not push it and just be like, you can't get me. Like,
funnily enough, I didn't.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
But for the sake of what you've said, those 2 movies, though I'm aware I haven't seen them, I was like, I won't do it because if they do get mentioned, I'll drink. There's no point otherwise. Yeah. Otherwise, I've literally seen all the Tom Cruise movies. So if you pick movies that we haven't seen, both we drink, right? Well, the person who hasn't seen the movie drinks, but every bracket.
Just for the record, are we on singles or doubles on this?
No, monsieur, singles. why you do this to me? Look, every bracket. So when I've done my bottom 3, we both have a shot. When AJ's done his bottom 3, we both have a shot. Bottom 2, shot. Bottom 2, shot. Then when we're trading one apiece, when we've each done 5, otherwise it's going to get 10 shots and we're going to be incoherent. So when we've both done our bottom 5, shot. Bottom 4, shot. Bottom 3, shot. Bottom 2, shot. Bottom 1. No, worst, shot. Bottom 1, shot.
Yeah.
You're going to get us having over 10 shots tonight without your involvement. We are going to
we're doing this. We're doing this. Now, guys, it's my birthday and we thought we'd play it up a bit. If you
Francis will not take a punt equals shots. No. No.
I mean, it's a fair play. Our list could be completely different. It could be similar. Like, it is what it is.
Did you see what happened last time? I'm trying to limit the
maximum 3 punts is a shot. Maximum 3 punts.
Bro, do you understand? You're gonna get worse than me tonight, yeah? If they call movies, you're in a worse position than me tonight. Do you actually want to do what punt equals shot? Do you want to play this game?
I don't even know if I got enough alcohol.
This is what I'm saying. Are you sure you want to go down this route?
3. I could do 3. Fuck it.
3 punts, 3 shots. Fine.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing
fucking more get your movies in the correct order now.
Private chat.
Cheat.
First time ever, from 10 to 1, the silver screen dudes unanimously agree.
Oh, fuck. Republic Productions, don't say that, please. Oh, no, if Mission Impossible Fallout isn't number 1, I'm unsubbing. I could save you 2 hours.
I mean, I could. No,
But I very much like having you as part of the family. So
yeah,
disagree
same
and
here.
stay.
And I'm going to call another thing just to avoid all confusion. It's a spoiler, but I did kind of warn it before. To me, Mission Impossible is 1 because I'm not playing
The whole
game
thing,
with
yeah.
which one. It all falls under 1. Where it falls is one other thing, but it all falls under 1 because essentially after a while, I think Andy was the one who said it at one point. Like after 3, it becomes a blur. 1, 2, 3 to 6. It's you have to be
1 to 3 are very distinctive for me. After that, it all becomes sort of one coherent, good story.
Yeah. That's true. Actually, that is true. 3 was quite distinctive. But
Billy Mount needs to ask Nico, what did you think of Elba as Knuckles? No comment. I don't watch the Sonic movies. I tried with the first one, got 20 minutes in, and went, "This isn't for me."
Fair play. I'm yet to see Sonic 2. Actually, I'm yet to see it. I didn't rush to it, but not in a bad way. Just didn't need to rush to it. Other stuff to do. Right.
Oh yeah.
Guys, so here we go. In celebration of my birthday, more importantly, in celebration of Tom's birthday, and let's remember Den is celebrating tomorrow. Let's play another game because I don't think it's fair for just Nico and I to get fucked up. You guys can laugh as much as you want. You're part of the family. Quote Vin Diesel. Let's spin it a bit. You've got 3 movies to get this in now. Why don't you guys go and grab some drinks as well? If you've not seen a film, honestly, type in and say, you know what, you've taken a shot. If we punt, join us for a shot as well.
It's a motherfucking drink along.
Yeah, it's a drink along, guys. So yeah, Tom Cruise is a bit of a weird one because yes, you may, like Nico, have seen all but 2. Some of you, like Mixed Memorabilia, have probably seen all. So it's possible. It's very possible. But like, let's we don't lie, you don't lie. If you haven't seen it, call it. That's there. And again, because of the last time where it's a lot harder this time with Tom Cruise films because there's a limit. What's this? I need to go back to this chat. I just feel like I've always missed it. I'm with thank you to Francis Lalonde with the hashtag I'm with Wanker. Drink along. Yes.
I love the fact that I managed to change your name last week and it was there for like half the show and you didn't notice it.
No. I left it for half the show and I was like, all right, for the ending because I'm going to sign back on next week.
Did you actually notice it, yeah?
Yeah, remember, but I spotted it and I was like, okay. And I left it for a while. I'm like, well, I need to change it.
Right. Sorry, no, you're quite right. In my mind, it was funnier. Sorry.
Again, you haven't started drinking yet. But anyway, let's not delay this anymore. We're 27 minutes in. It's there.
Coffee's after drinks, yes?
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So guys,
another rule I want to say, guys, just don't throw films out because eventually if you keep throwing them out, there are only X amount. It's not like action scenes when there's a million and what have you. It's just going to become unnecessary punts. So try and create your own list and let's see how there's a way. I can't remember what I thought of as a rule before, but like, let's see. Yeah, anyway, just don't throw them all out. Keep it to the end. And if we haven't seen
an aging alcoholic, memory loss.
Bro, it's just 1985 brain. And
I love that 1985 brain. Oh, mate. So, guys, look, we do bring you weekly content. It's not always of the highest level. I appreciate that. But I hope we do give you some laughs along the way, at least. And especially where we're risking alcohol poisoning, which is twice a year. And I'm still contemplating doing episode 200 stoned, just for you guys to have enjoyment out of that. I'm not thinking so I don't blow smoke in the house because I can't be having the baby around smoke. Set up like a second camera by the window and have that tethered to the fucking computer. So like, switching the camera too. Plays out the window. We'll see. Contemplating that idea for episode 200.
Punt, look, man.
Yo, bro, punt, man.
Bro.
No, look. We do bring you weekly content. We do love having you here. That is the biggest reward for us. If you do like us, though, you can head on over to buymeacoffee.com/movie dudes. And I say this every week, but it is true. For literally less than the price of your daily Starbucks, for as little as £2, you can support the Silver Screen Dudes. And the money doesn't go into our pockets. It's going to be reinvested into the show. Get us better streaming software. Get us better mics. Better everything. Basically,
or it would just go to the production of A Lad in London because
A Lad in London, which that we should start a fucking kickstarter program for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it, guys. We're gonna get into it now. Let's talk some movies.
Right. Okay.
Andy, sorry. I have one thing to say. Andy is drinking along. I am drinking along. For the record, the only movie Cruise is credited for that I haven't seen is his first one. Let me know when you want me to mention it. Pretty sure you haven't seen it. I say nothing.
Interesting. There's one
hashtag
film I know who was
Nicornhalia.
There's one film he was damn young in that I was watching on Amazon. I don't know if that's his first film, mind you. We'll see. I say nothing because we don't know what comes up where. Right.
Then the text, I'm sending £100 if you get drunk. Don't tempt me. I do this.
What you saying, bro? Come at me, bro.
Let's do this.
Right.
Go for it, AJ.
Okay, right. It's the poster to this week's episode. It's about drinks. I work in a bar.
Fuck.
What?
Carry on.
You want to upload by any chance? Because I forgot to answer
that.
Right, but anyway, it's the poster to this week's episode. I'm talking none other than Cocktail.
All you, baby. Didn't like that movie.
Right, do you know the funny thing about Cocktail? Cocktail's one of those films I had to even read up on Wikipedia because I used to watch it a shitload as a kid. It's just one of those films that used to constantly roll on Sky Movies. You'd always find Cocktail. Funny enough, another one of these films always came on as well. And it was something that I found enjoyable. Even when I was reading back on it, I was like, let me get a bit of a refresher because I just remember the whole drinks and him partnering up with someone and this weird fallout and that. It's a weird movie.
It's a proper weird movie.
It's like, how do you talk about a business? I mean, it's very true to life when you think of it at the beginning. Business student, how do you pay your bills? You end up working in a bar.
Sure.
But then it's the part where it just gets weird and freaky that they become the expert. Like it's one of those things that I always take the piss out of my team, fuck's sake, co-workers. That's the word. My co-workers for when everyone's like, "Oh, can you make a cocktail?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah. That's our Tom Cruise over there." So it's become like a running joke. So I'm sure there's a lot of people because most of these guys are born in the 90s. I like, why is he calling me Tom Cruise? What's Mission Impossible got to do with a cocktail? But yes, he has done. Cocktail's not the everlasting Tom Cruise pantheon of a film, is it? But it's one of those films, as I said, remember watching back in the day, and it's a reference to. We're talking alcohol. I just had to bring it up. Really weird story. Like they've become like expert cocktail makers, and it's their venture to become the chain franchise of cocktail. What is it? Cocktail in Dreams or some shit like that. Like it's the stench of the 80s, early 90s is all over this film. Like,
but you love a bit of the fromage, AJ. You love the fromage.
Of course, the fromage. One needs the fromage. And this is it, like the weirdest thing, because in my mind, vividly, I was like, the only thing I can kind of link this to would be Coyote Ugly, but even Coyote Ugly had more depth than Cocktail. Like
I like Coyote Ugly.
I like that. I like Coyote Ugly. I liked Cocktail. I haven't seen Cocktail in forever, but it is what it is. I was like, you know what? You can't not mention it in a Drunk Rushmore. Like, it's all part of the fun. Yeah. Cocktail. Weird movie.
Uh-oh. Anya's here.
Hello. Check your messages, Nico.
No, that's not. What have I done?
Is this to be shared, or should I say my number 9 while you're
Where will you sleep tonight?
In the office, aka the sofa.
It may be on the sofa, baby. It may be on the sofa.
Poor Anya, she's got 2 kids to look after tonight. But we won't get into that.
Strap. There you go.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Get that out
Carry on.
Cassidy's pocket, did you? Anyway. Right, okay. So that was my number 10. In at number 9, I'm not sure if this is a punt. Probably is. So it might be our first drink of the day. Top Gun, original. Because I still haven't seen Maverick.
Didn't make the list.
Didn't make the list. Is that
great film? Anyway. Lovely film. Love it.
It's the again. If we're going to talk about, I'm going to quote my co-worker James, who he's not seen Maverick either yet, but he rewatched Top Gun recently, and he's like, I didn't realize how homoerotic this film is.
Oh, poor.
And it's true. It's just got the scenes that have you like, I didn't realize that the last time I watched that.
Shall I dive for that volleyball? You can ride my tail anytime.
It's just like, yeah.
Quick side one just from Billy Mountain here. Where's the mouse? Nico and AJ, how do you compare Cocktail with Roadhouse? Since they're both, I mean, I far prefer Roadhouse. Fucking love Roadhouse. It's such a piece of shit, but it's wonderful.
The thing is, they're told in 2 very different ways. Like Cocktail is just like the great dream. Roadhouse is. Do you know what I picture when I think of Roadhouse? Is funny enough, I went to a bar in Covent Garden called Roadhouse, which was very much set a la Roadhouse. They've closed it down. So fuming because I really wanted us to do that together one day. But I just picture like spoof movies like Hot Shots Part 2. Like the fight scenes are so out there. Each time I think of Roadhouse,
Until he rips the guy's throat out, and you're like,
that's what I'm saying. You
"Oh,
kind of get that kind of
fuck!"
where are we? How was this meant to be taken serious? I get it that probably with the right in the right era, it looked really awesomely gruesome. But now it's like, oh my god, really? But yeah, they're two different films, so it's hard to rate them equally. Like I have more of an affinity for Cocktail just based on how many times I saw it, but Roadhouse.
Riri Thomas with a great shout here, given that it is Pride Month. Top Gun is a top 10 LGBTQ movie. I agree.
Do you know in like a cult way, it probably wasn't released that way, but it probably does fall in that category. Like I'm going to quote a bit of wrestling here. You know how Tori Wilson in her Hall of Fame induction was like, "I realized I help a lot of people a lot of young men through their puberty." It probably was the same for Top Gun.
Tori Wilson taking a line out of Jessica Rabbit's playbook there, yes?
Hey, she said people came up to her and advised her. But Top Gun also does fall into that category. I mean, it's more than just planes and fighter jets, isn't it?
Speaking of fighter jets, Billy Mountain says, Nico, have you seen that video where Tom terrifies James Corden in a fighter jet? No, because I fucking loathe James Corden.
Do you know what? I think I would watch it just for the fact of seeing him being terrified.
He's a twat. He's a
I'm
twat,
not a Corden fan. Like I've not, and this could be a sin to a lot of people.
Putz.
It could be a sin to a lot of people. Never watched Gavin and Stacey, so I just heard about this guy, and he's meant to be insanely funny. Da 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 da. And it's the way he feels that he's like all of that love that people have given him. He's inflated it. He walks around with this confidence. Like I've seen him do. Excuse me, the rap battles and shit, and he's trying to give it this swagger like he's part
when
of it.
He was trying to sing with Adam Lambert, I was like, mate, fuck off.
But this is the thing, he now believes he's a chart singer because you've done it fucking Into the Woods. Like, bro, slow down. You also done Cats. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, calm down. And again, Into the Woods was a fucking Disney movie, so let's not overhype it. Yes, Frozen has like many accolades, but Into the Woods didn't. So just slow your roll. Slow your roll.
Slow your roll. I love that. Too well said. I have to say, one of the most annoying fuck things I've seen probably in the 21st century was when he had John Travolta. They're both fucking Scientologists. What do you know? Is when he had John Travolta on his show, and Travolta kind of taught him some Saturday Night Fever and Pulp Fiction moves. Bro, the fucking sounds Corden was making. Like, I make some weird sounds at the best of times. I own that. But he was like going, So, you annoying cunt. How do you have a fucking post-Watershed TV show? Oh, yeah, I don't like him.
The Corden love, it's inexplicable. I sense arrogance off of the guy, and that's what bugs me with him. I sense arrogance. I'm happy to see a guy from a very... I'm aware Gavin and Stacey's huge, but from what could have been just a very small British TV show blow up the way he did. Like, none of the in-betweeners have got the love that
Gavin and Stacey show, and he becomes bit part actor with a TV show, which is mostly ridiculed by the Brits, by the way. Steve Carell was a fucking anchor on The Daily Show, went on to do The Office in conversation for one of the greatest TV comedies of all time, and is now an Oscar-nominated and Oscar-winning movie star. And he doesn't, by the way, doesn't come across as a schmuck.
Not at all. You really feel like you wouldn't mind meeting Steve Carell. James Corden, I'd be quite disappointed, I feel.
Oh, Riri Thomas putting me between a rock and a hard place. What annoys you more, Nico? James Corden or the fact that Daniel Radcliffe might be Wolverine? Daniel Radcliffe ain't going to be Wolverine, so James Corden.
I was going to say James Corden, like, one is an actual fact. Like, there is a fact that James Corden will be on someone's TV tonight, whereas Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine may never happen. Not even in the multiverse.
He's Weird Al Yankovic, yeah? When I saw him being that, I was like, there's no fucking way Feige is casting him. It's just no.
From Weird Al to Logan. That would be a fucking
I mean, to be fair, fucking Hugh Jackman was a, pretty boy, 6'3" Australian Broadway singer who became Wolverine. Remember,
Listen,
this is
anything's possible.
ain't this the mad thing? Like, do you remember the hatred? All of us, you were there, I was there, we were all on the. No one will admit it now because hindsight is a wonderful fucking thing. The world was in an outrage when we heard about the Hugh Jackman casting. That fucking pretty boy Aussie Broadway singer, yeah, the pretty boy Aussie boy. It's like,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, Twilight boy, yeah, that shit.
I didn't know who it
all
was.
angry.
The only thing that excited me was the man who looked like Charles Xavier when I was watching Star Trek as a kid was Charles Xavier. That was the only shit that gassed me with X-Men. And Halle Berry's Storm kind of worked as well. But like apart from that, everything else was like, who? Yeah, okay. I'm aware who Ian McKellen was, but
Francis Lalonde pitching Radcliffe as Beast. No, I'd pitch Radcliffe as Toad.
yeah. I would actually try to bring back Kelsey Grammer as Beast if I could. I think that worked awesomely.
Tucky says, I heard someone describe James Corden as having X-Pac heat, which for any wrestling fans might
So for anyone who doesn't know, X-Pac heat is where you're meant to be the good guy, but the fans still hate you. They try everything possible to make you be loved, but you're still hated. He could be, but I hear a lot of love for him. Where, like, yeah, X-Pac heat is a weird kind of heat.
What's your number 8?
Yeah, I'm in at number 8. This could be a punt because I wasn't happy putting it here. A Few Good Men.
It's not a punt. It's my number 9.
Okay.
Some people are going to say this is way too low. Some people will think this is too low on the list.
Do you know, it's a funny thing. I remember watching it when we were doing one-liners, and I watched it properly when we were doing Courtroom. It's a good film. I could even border onto a really great film, but I felt like the build-up took a long time for me to get into this. Actually, I'm invested. And I think it's that early build-up that made me go, you know what, you can stay lower in the list as opposed to the higher part of the list.
I may be sounding very ignorant here because I'm not familiar with the ways of the military in the UK. Forgive me. But the very concept of hazing is just not something we have here. Like, it's become popular here because Britain's become mini Americana, hasn't it? But the concept of hazing is very much like an American,
There's another word.
University.
There's another word. Oh, I can't remember what it was because I remember the guys who were doing air cadets when we were at school would talk about A Few Good Men came out way before it.
Yeah.
Before any of our friends went to. But I think it has been around. I can't remember what it is. We don't call it hazing. There's another word for it. I would have to talk to. But there is one of them where you get tucked in for not following the rules. I can't remember what the word is.
It's called a beatdown.
Let's just call it what it is. But I'm pretty sure it has been around.
The concept of hazing, in my mind, as I said, I may be wrong here. I always thought it was. Okay, AJ, we're going to have to get the drinks out here, mate.
I was going for it. I was just waiting for you to finish your point because I was going to be like, by the way, we've done our bottom 3.
Nah, but we're going to have 2 shots. Well, do we have 2 shots? You can decide. Because this is quite big. Dan the Tech just bought us 50 coffees. That's a £100. What is this? This is water. What is he doing?
I'm prepping the palette. I have to say thank you first, and now we're going to go for, in the words of Busta Rhymes, you know what I'm passing. Right.
First off, then, thank you fucking so much for supporting us on that level, man.
It's a bit of a thank you and a fuck you because you waited until we got to number 8. So it's a double drink, but no, nothing but love, bro, and happy birthday.
Are we doubling it, yeah?
Well, we
kind of have to, don't we?
Yeah, legitimately, we come to the bottom 3.
Double it is.
Oh shit! I normally chase my drink, so this is going to be something for me.
You normally what, mate?
Chase.
What do you mean?
There's a soft drink in between my alcohol.
Ah.
This is that could be the first.
That's one.
Yeah, I've done straight.
4. There's 2.
Oh god. Oh god. Please, no more 50 coffees, guys. Because
Republic Productions. I am on the tequila.
So I have Southern Comfort because that's always been my drink of choice. Ooh. I've also got Courvoisier. And yeah, just because it was meant to be a rosé wine, just because I needed something kind of soft. But my cousin got me a sparkling rosé. So
sparkling rosé, aka Aperol.
Do you know the funny thing? The missus asked me the other day, like I've been telling her about Aperol spritz recently, and she's like, "What does it taste like?" I know how to make it. Never had one. So.
I don't like it. It's not for me. Not for
You're
me.
Pims, man.
I love Pims.
Sorry,
Love
bit of an
Pims.
advertisement to if you ever come to the boat. Anywhere else, I can't promise you guys will find it. There's a thing called the Pim Sundowner, which is essentially a Pim spritz. Try it.
I've tried Pim Spritz. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people love it.
It's such a dangerous drink, Pims, because it is so refreshing. It's like the opposite of
It's
alcohol.
it's a creeper juice, isn't it?
Bro, it's not just the fact that it's sweet and super tasty. It's deceptive in that it's an alcohol. Like I've just had 2 shots of tequila. My mouth is already fucking dry. You know what I mean? It dries you out. Pims with the mint and the cucumber. It's so fresh. You're like, look, on a hot summer day. Next thing you know, not good. Oh.
So you were saying regarding, thank you very much once again, Den.
That's insane. Insane support for us. Thank you. I can't thank you enough, bro. Yeah, it's insane. Blessed. Riri Thomas says might be lower because Tom's possibly not the standout performance in that film. Just a thought.
That's partially it. I can't agree with that because in films that has kind of become the situation as well. So it's a bit of an awkward one for me. But it's he was partially annoying in this film, if I'm going to be honest. Like it was that entitled lawyer who didn't give a shit, but then started to realize what it was. You could kind of see where it was going. It has enough to grab you, but you could see where it was going in a predictable way. I'm doing this case because I have to. Then it's the penny drop. Okay, let's push for it and stuff like that. Weird fun fact about weird fact, just based on my weird knowledge. For some reason, I always pictured Gene Hackman in the role of Jack Nicholson. And there's only when I watched the film, I was like, oh, no, it is Jack Nicholson. I don't know why. I always thought it was Gene Hackman. I don't know why my mind made me see Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
Truth.
Just the brain's a wonderful thing.
Yeah. I want to know if it's a Mandela effect. Did anyone else picture Gene Hackman saying you can't handle the truth? Or is it just the AJ thing?
Now that you've said it. For me, it's so synonymous with the Jack. You can handle the truth. It's so synonymous with it. Do you know who I think is an underrated fucking powerhouse in this film is Kiefer Sutherland?
Yeah.
He's such a scene stealer.
He is quite powerful in that film, actually.
He really is. Look, I think I watched this for the first time. Funnily enough, this would have been one of the... Yeah. So this kind of was like...
Was this Yes, no, I am. Yeah, I remember it now. I remember who he was. Donald Sutherland was in it too, and I remember I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Few comments. Then the text says, and here we go. This is a lovely question from Frank Torres. What was the earliest birthday you guys got drunk together?
15th, no? It was the first year. Your 15th, anyway.
Was that the year we went to see that? Was that the Daredevil year?
Yeah, I'm sure we had a few bevies that day as well.
I know that we went to see Daredevil. Then we did this is a throwback.
You guys did. I did.
A SmackDown 2 contest. Then we went to watch porn at the back of the house. And you were there because you made a comment that to this day, and you have to appreciate we were 15 at the time. So, this was VHS porn. It was a wonderful thing. You made a comment at the time, which I will never forget. It was one of those, it wasn't just like scene, porn. It was one of those story-led pornos that you got back in the fucking late 90s, right? And I think this one was I think it was a piss take of Gladiator, funnily enough. And there was a comment you made, which to this day, it makes me laugh whenever it enters my mind. It started off as a lesbian scene, and you had just arrived just before this lesbian scene started, and then a dude entered, and then another dude entered, and then 2 more dudes entered. So it went from being girl on girl to 4 on 2. So double penetration times 2, essentially. And I remember as the blokes were getting undressed, you were like, why would you go and ruin a good scene like that? It was one of those weird memories, those lines that you hear and they stay with you. I was like, you know what? He's fucking right. I prefer lesbian porn. He's absolutely correct.
As you say it, I remember it, and I'm like, I miss the old me. Like, who is this neutralized version of AJ that's out there now? Like,
Le diplomate.
yeah, Mr. Like peace, love, and happiness, and all equality. Like that savage who would just shut shit down straight away.
There's a penis. The penis got him.
Maybe that was the start of it. Like, no, that's wrong.
Oh dear, Riri Thomas, you guys whiskey or rum? Between the two, I'm gonna go rum.
I do tend to have a few more rums, but I can enjoy a good whiskey and a good cognac in between.
Oh, you're a cognac man. Good for you. Good for you. Republic Production says only alcohol I drink is wine, beer, and cider, but I can't buy it for myself because America sucks.
How old Republic Productions out of interest?
Under 21.
Okay,
Pretty sure they said. I'm pretty sure they said last time 20. I think.
Ah.
I may be wrong. Republic Productions, feel free to correct. Billy Mount says, "What do you think of Nico? What do you think of Stranger Things season 4? Hold on to your butts here. I checked out of Stranger Things at season 3. Bored me.
Do you know what my problem is? And I don't have a beef with it, but I somehow I wasn't captured enough in season 2. I'm like opening episodes of season 2, and I'm like, I want to get further. I'm aware that there's more to this show, and there's like
I've heard season 4 is fantastic, by the way.
Zane's a huge Stranger Things fan, and at the moment they've got that tour at the moment in Brent Cross, and I really want to take him. But I also feel like I'm going to go to something I'm not too au fait with because I've only done season 1. But yeah. Stranger Things is a weird one for me.
Andy Hart likes the "Why would you ruin a good scene?"
I'm here every Tuesday.
So that was your bottom 3, AJ. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's swing it over to me. I think we should get ourselves ready for a drink here because we're about to punt. Because I know how near and dear this movie is to you. So hold on to your butts.
There's one of two here.
No, I know how much. I know how much you love this movie. Like you've mentioned it. You were actually the one who I believe
on board to it.
Yeah, I believe so. Back in season 1 or 2. So this is going back a while. I hadn't seen it. It's fucking great. Like, don't let the position be in like I don't like this movie. No, I fucking love this movie. Had one beef with it, which we'll discuss later, because I'm convinced this is a higher up your list. And I'm expecting a very, very angry answer. Like, the fuck I like AJ answer. Number 10, Rain Man.
Fuck you. Fuck you. And one for vexation. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, fuck you.
It made the list. I like it.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Do you know what I forgot to do? Open the window. It's getting hot in here. Fuck. Okay. Right.
Wildman Beyond. Is this your first time on the show? If so, welcome to our weird little film family where we are at here every Tuesday. And if you're someone else who's using a different name, Fuzz Aldrin, looking at you, then it could be you. Welcome back. But Wildman Beyond, thank you for joining us. And I agree with you. Rain Man is a classic. It's great.
Indeed.
It's great. Bro, I love Rain Man. Like, let's not get it twisted. I love this movie. I do not have a beef other than one thing.
There's one argument I think I can understand why it would be low. And then if your other beef comes in, that's also adequate. But there's one reason I can appreciate why it would be low on the Tom Cruise list.
Billy Mount's very funny here. Nico, which Daredevil did you guys get drunk from? The series or the film? No. The film, bro. The Ben Affleck thing back in the day. This is... I'm flattered that you think we're so young that our 15th birthday was literally 5 years ago. That's amazing. But yeah, no. Republic Productions here. Nico, what is your opinion? The worst miscast of all time. John Wayne. Oh, John Wayne as Genghis Khan is bad. Republic Productions, you're going to hate me for this.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Before you condemn your answer about being hated, you were on board that you wasn't sold of the idea of Jesse Eisenberg being like
correct. Absolutely. When I heard him, yep. When it was announced, I was like, I hate everything about that. I don't want Lex Luthor to be Mark Zuckerberg. I'm a fundamental believer, and we're never going to know the answer now because they're not going to play out this Justice League. I don't believe that Zack Snyder included the line, "Please, Lex was my father," randomly.
Was it Lex was my father or Mr. Luthor was my father? I can't remember. Either
Lex.
way, yeah.
Lex.
Well, that pushes
I
into it.
don't believe that Jesse Eisenberg was the Lex Luthor. I think he was something that was still going to earth. I may be completely wrong. Be that theory as it may, I actually, for the purpose of how that movie played out, which problematic, admittedly, I actually quite liked him. Worst miscast of all time. There's John Wayne as Genghis Khan's a good fucking shout. Republic Productions.
You want
Jesus.
my one?
Go on,
you
yeah,
want my
shoot. Go.
yeah,
Daniel
go on.
Craig is James Bond. Go on.
Not Jonah Hill. Oh, I keep getting his name. Fucking the other one from Knocked Up. Oh, the alcohol already. Not Jonah Hill.
Michael Cera.
No, he's in Pam and Tommy as well.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen is the Green Hornet.
Yeah.
That was fucking terrible. That was fucking terrible. No, the film was terrible. If you've ever watched
the film was terrible, but in the scope of the tone they were going for, which was, you know, kind of a bit, you know, queer and in your face and a bit tongue in cheek. For the tone, Seth Rogen worked.
The Green Hornet should never have been.
The film wasn't terrible because of Seth Rogen, essentially.
The film should never have been that, and that's why it really winds me up. Partly, I do wonder about Ryan Reynolds. I'm sorry, guys, it is very superhero for me. Ryan Reynolds as the Green Lantern was kind of questionable because
didn't bother me either.
It could have been better. That's sometimes I question it. I'm like, he was the right guy. They just done it way too cheesy. Way too cheesy.
I'm going to need to consult my good friend Dr. Google here because I'm drawing a blank.
I mean, there is your Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter.
Oh, fuck yeah, go. No, actually, do you know what? I'm going to give you 2 for the price of 1. Hayden Christensen as fucking Anakin Skywalker and Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter. Horrible on both fronts. Awful casting. Yeah, do you know what? I'm Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker. It was too much of an important role to fuck up. Henry Thomas is with me. Hayden Christensen is Anakin. Yeah, 100%. Wild Man Beyond. Daniel Radcliffe sucks as James Bond. My opinion, sue me. Wild Man Beyond. I insist that you come and join us every Tuesday because I love you already. Your opinion is welcome here, my friend. Too sweet that, my brother. Absolutely, Craig sucks as Bond. I am with you.
Craig, do you remember? Like Craig, I only watched the Craig Bonds during my lockdown of December. Like I was late to the party because he could never convince me. Then I was like, the films aren't that bad, but it's one of the most sinful endings I've ever seen to a series of films. Like it's inexcusable.
Which?
The Craig Bond, the Craig verse.
Oh. You know what? He doesn't even get a wanky. He gets 2 fingers. He gets that.
Tweezers.
He gets fucking tweezers. He doesn't even get the full wanker. He doesn't deserve it. He does not get a hashtag I'm with wanker. Absolutely.
No. Well, he could be with wanker, but wanker's not with him. Here I am admitting to be with a wanker. No, I'm in a happy, committed relationship. I don't need to be one. But yeah, if we're going to use the term, we're going to use the term. So yeah.
Republic Productions. Yeah, you got to remember, bro. AJ and I hate Revenge of the Sith. Hate it.
With a passion. With a passion. One of the worst films
just
I've ever
awful seen. Just fucking awful from top to bottom. And by the way, the Obi-Wan series didn't help. Didn't fucking help.
But do you know my thing about it? And I say this, I mean, you will obviously go into greater detail, and you know, let's not deviate from Tom Cruise too much, but you've got this trilogy, and I remember I was banging through all these films, and I'm like, this is the film to close off and build the bridge between prequels and originals. And I couldn't help but just get frustrated. You know, I know it's the Grand Master or the Emperor or whatever the fuck he's called, but it was just like, what am I watching? It was just like a
unlimited power.
And I was like, this is wanker. Not good. This is not good.
No. Toss pot. And to answer your question, what is your take on Attack of the Clones? Not very good.
Attack of the Clones is number 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Better than number 3.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. But it's not groundbreaking must see TV. And again,
No.
I try to suppress because I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I appreciate Star Wars. I'm not quotable and have the books and what have you and the comics and fill the gaps. It's just not what I do.
Gavin Mann, Nico Liro from the Silver Screen Dudes co-signs this statement. Mandalorian, which is better than Obi-Wan, which is better than Boba Fett. I agree.
Nice. Right, tangents away. That was your number 10?
That was my 10 at Rayman, which we punted. 9 was A Few Good Men, which we've spoken about. Number 8, it's probably a punt, but probably not a big one. Mission Impossible, the first one.
Well, okay, as I said, they're all in there in one big pot for me, but it is a punt.
Okay. That means it's a drink.
It's load up time.
But does that mean it's a double drink?
Pourquoi?
Because we've also come to my number 8, which means it's a new bracket.
Oh, fuck. I fucked up there.
You shouldn't have punted me there, dickhead. It's a double one. Oh, shit. Why couldn't you just say it's my number 7? You could have just said it's my number 7.
I said it. Honesty is honesty.
Honesty is honesty. Here we go. Double punt. Well, no.
This is not good. I don't think I've eaten enough for this episode.
No, I have fucking caloried up before this.
The worst
What's that? 5 shots already?
These fuckers burn, man. They burn. Oh,
they do.
Shit.
They really do. Whew, it's getting hot in here. Let's
You should have had some
1 sec.
Salt and lemons though, bro. Right, so while Nico's on that, and he's got you guys waiting because he's... Oh, I thought he was going for a window there. Okay. No. Right.
You were saying?
Right, no.
As I said, the strange voices will now start to appear.
No. It's all good. You're there. So in at number 7... Oh, fuck's sake. I have a feeling this might be another punt. I'm not ready for this. Fuck's sake. Right. In at number 7 for me... A film you introduced me to. You said
sorry,
it all over. Go.
I'm sorry, man. I just got to adjust a few comments. Double. From Den the Tech. Republic Productions, do remember if Mission Impossible Fallout isn't at least top 3, you'll never see me on the channel streams again. Please don't do that to us. We really like you.
We like you, and you've got to remember we're being honest. Like, as much as it's there, I can't... The other films are near and dear to me, man. They're near and dear to me. I have a lot of love for the Mission Impossible franchise. But I can't.
They're all great. They're all fucking great.
They're preloaded list, and it would be unfair. Just like now, I've just taken a shot for where the film landed, and it became a double shot because we just ended the thing. We really appreciate you, Republic Production.
See how we're begging for people to stay? Like, no, but legitimately,
we're not begging for the coffee. We're just begging for you to stay.
I love the fact that we can have film fans on here who are bound by love for film and who don't agree. It's fucking great. It's fucking awesome.
It's the Nico and Chris Trengove story.
It literally is, isn't it?
Until it became live.
Republic Productions, if it's of any reassurance to you, one of our... I guess he's kind of a co-host at this point, but he comes on sort of 2 or 3 times a year. Big Tone is with you, brother. He loves Revenge of the Sith. So
we're talking more about Mission Impossible right now than Revenge of the Sith, but yeah. Like,
but I'm just saying there are people who are like-minded. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, Republic Productions, you can't leave because
fuck me. Tucky's here. Hello, Tucky. George Clooney as Batman is miscast. Respect to that one and welcome back.
Nice. Yeah, Republic Productions, you can't leave because there's a debate between you and Nico over Star Wars.
That's true. It's due.
Yeah, you can't leave. You can't leave. And the way this alcohol poisoning might take place, it might be next week because who knows if I can make it. We won't go there. Right. Anything else you need to address, my bro?
No. Run away, my brother. Number 7 for
you.
In
at number 7, the film you introduced me to, you were shocked as hell I hadn't seen it. Some know it as Live, Die, Repeat. Over here in the UK, we call it Edge of Tomorrow.
The disrespect punt.
I knew that was going to happen. Fucking 3 in a row.
Fucking 3 in a row. The disrespect.
Rain Man, fuck you.
Nah, fuck you with Live, Die, Repeat.
Right.
Francis Lalonde, I'd just like you to be aware. This is your fault. This is your fault. The punt equals shot.
Was that the third punt? That was the third punt.
It might have been. Do you want to keep going for shits and giggles?
We'll see. If the stomach turns, it gets cancelled. Straight up. I'm sorry.
There you go. That's a good one. If the stomach, bearing in mind, we're going to be trading one apiece, yeah?
Right.
Ha! You're number 6.
Show me the money. We're talking Jerry Maguire.
It's really funny you say that because that's my number 6, but
Hey!
it's fucking great. It's fucking great.
Great movie. And it's one of those films that it's weird. And I don't know how you feel about this. Sometimes when you have a film that's just named after someone, I shouldn't say that because Donnie Brasco is fucking awesome. But you're kind of like, what's this going to be about? Like, okay, Jerry Maguire, show me the money. What's it going to be about? Just give the film a shot. And you're like, wow, this film has actually got something. It's got more depth than I ever imagined, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those shockers for me, one of those sleeper movies. Now, this is for UK fans. I'm going to drop this one out there. And you have to be UK fans born in at least minimum the 80s. You could be just about like early 90s for this. Do you remember Britannia Video? Where you could order film through a catalogue, they post it through your front door, you watch it and you can send it back. That's how you rented it. It was another way of renting or buying movies. You could order it through a catalogue. That's how I saw Jerry Maguire. So as well as like your Blockbusters and whatnot, you could order it like a mail order service. Funny enough, it's the preamble to Prime Video. Because Prime Video was... What was that film they were called? I can't remember what they were called now. But hey, who cares? It wasn't Britannia Videos. But
Blockbuster?
No.
Prime Time?
Video. It wasn't Prime Time. It was one of those We Love DVD. We Love Movies. No, not We Love Movies. That's joking.
I know exactly what you mean.
Amazon took them over.
Yeah. I'm 6 shots in. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly that. Anyone in the comments, feel free to bring it up. But
speaking of comments, just a quick tangent. I have to do this. Frank Torres, I absolutely love you. Big Tone got almost all of his money in the bank predictions correct. The fact that you know that, my man, I love you for that.
Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you so much, because I have to admit my marketing on the ministry needs to be a touch better, but time is not against me on that. But yeah, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah, Big Tone. Finally joining the winner's circle.
Speaking of Republic Productions, I'd like to make this.
Big Tone, where you at, bro? Yeah, there's some love coming out for you right now.
That's it. Andy Hart, Edge of Tomorrow, is in my top 2. Has to be in the Rushmore.
Fair play. I just have there are other Tom Cruise films that I have a lot of love for. And it's not that I hate this film. I just have a lot of love for these other films. Like, when I think Tom Cruise, those films come into my head. So that's why.
Love film. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you. I said love movies, love film. Yeah.
It's film. 6 shots in, brother. It's not going to happen.
Allow us, man. Mix that with 1985 brain. But yeah, Britannia Movies is how I saw Jerry Maguire. My aunt had a subscription and we were like, yeah, good film. And I think we ended up buying it. It's that. I think we all get that moment in work where you come out of rut and then you get that, as I like to call it ever since April, that epiphany. It hits you, the penny drops, and you decide to make a stand. You realize something ain't right and we could do better. What?
Does that mean he got fired?
Bro, I'm building the situation. I'm like, he had the moment. It was a great moment, followed by the fact that it wasn't appreciated by management, which also happens in the workplace. Like,
what are you referring to as the great moment?
When he had a great moment in his the vision that he had that made him send this email to the entire company, to the entire board, and he gets the high five and like, yeah, I love the email, bro. And no one wants to be with him because management didn't agree, and everyone's like, no, sorry, bro, you're on your own. And that's that moment. Like, let's be honest, pre-COVID, pre-self-employment, you came across a few of those bastard bosses. Like, it's real. You had the vision. They were too short-sighted to see a lot of the shit you could call, mate. Like, again, you're in a complete different industry, but you could have kicked off your own travel industry and put those fuckers to shame. Irrelevant if they're located in the middle of Knightsbridge. I have firing shots. Yeah, I've done it. I've got my boys back. Virtual fist bump, my bro. But like, it is what it is. It's those moments where like speaking up against management can have a wrong turn. And it's that whole mission of who will follow him. He had one employee follow him. And again, out of pity more than belief, possibly. Then it's going through the whole list of employers, and it's the one sports star who follows this agent who has a dream and appreciation. And what that builds as a story for a film is absolutely amazing. Jerry Maguire is forever quoted as "Show me the money," but the depth of this film is mad. You know?
Do you know what? People talk about Show Me the Money. I was going to say that I think this movie's got one of the all-time great fucking lines.
Are we talking a romantic line?
Yeah.
That you had me at hello.
Yeah. It's
bro,
it's so good.
It's
so good. Now, it's funny enough. I had I was talking to my therapist earlier. And yeah, I got no shame in it. I do therapy just for my good, mental health,
Listen.
She knows some of my history of, the pro fighting and the fact that I've got a tough exterior. I was like, it's really funny you say that. We've been doing therapy together a few years now. I was like, I think you need to get to know me better. Because if you asked anyone who knows me well, and I actually brought you on, I said, if you ask AJ, who we've talked about you before in therapy,
yeah, sure.
like all good, of course.
But listen, I wouldn't be offended if there was some bad.
Fucking motherfucker, tell you what he did this time. It's like, no, you're my best friend.
Do you know what I had to send to him because there was no post on the Insta? And then he had the cheek to reply.
The depth of the beef.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Yeah, look, we were talking in therapy today, and she said you've got a really tough exterior. You're a toughie and all that. And I was like, what gives you that impression? Yeah, the fighting and yada yada. I was like, it's really funny you say that because like if you spoke to AJ or you spoke to my wife, they both tell you I'm a big fucking softie. Like,
I know you as a softie, and I know like films can make you cry. And I know Tammy would probably appreciate you more than she appreciates me because she's like, "Have you no heart? Why are you not crying it?" But the other part that really got to me with you, not got to me in a bad way, but I was like, "Fuck, I didn't know stuff could get to him like that." And I'm not talking the wedding speech. That was the fuck. You nearly had me going. But
I fucking made myself cry with my own wedding speech. Who does that?
You knew what was coming and you couldn't get it out. Like,
I wrote it and I couldn't fucking speak it. Like, what the who does that? Like, I love you 3,000.
When I say I love you, you say I know.
Fucking pussy all that I am. Like, I'm a complete softie. But yeah, and that line gets me, man. Like, you have me hello.
Skyscraper. When there was a moment where Rock was outside of the building and your fear of heights got the best of you, and I literally saw you put your head into Anya's shoulder, like, I can't watch it. I was like, fuck.
No, the fear of heights is real. Like, it's such a weird one. It's like heights, spiders, and needles, which is weird considering I'm all tattooed up and shit. But like, I mean, I don't mean like the tattoo needles, although I do pull a whitey when I get tattoos. It's weird. I always say to the artist, like, I've got a weird phobia of needles, so I have some water. And always when they start, they're like, "You going white?" I'm like, "I know, motherfucker. I know what color I am right now. And I know it's not my usual pasty self. Like, I'm whiter than I normally am. And do you need a break?" I'm like, "Nah, I think it's best we get through this."
Do you know, here's a story. I don't know if I've shared with you. So back in our good old school. So it's just while we're talking fear of needles, I'll let you continue.
We're fucking drunk. We've gone off on so many tangents here. It's great.
It is what it is. But my brother, who I'm not going to... In fact, this is a bit of a revenge for him posting my picture into our work WhatsApp group. Yes, I've got my brother a job where I got. He posted one of these pictures of me at 21. I was like, why would you do that? But Nath has so he's not watching right now, but Nath has the biggest fear of injections. And as a kid, it was the worst. So, you get your immunization shots, yeah? This fucker was so scared. And when he first told me, I was like, this is a piss take, right? He was so scared. He ran around the teachers to avoid this shot. They tried to chase him. He's fucking ducked under the tables. And I shit you not, this is true. He's run under the tables and out of... Do you remember that room in the primary where they would have the big projector? I can't remember what they
Yes.
called it. That's where they were doing all the immunization shots. The fucker ran clean out of that room and across the playground. Another story to why I went to a French school is my dad worked there. So they've had to like radio or call or whatever it is, but they've had to locate Mr. Winston, right? This is my dad. Like, Winston.
Mr. Winston.
He's not taking his shot. And the only way to get my brother to take this shot was my dad having him on the lap.
Candy.
Lynching him. Like, just take it. And again, Mr. Nath is the tough guy. Not on that day.
Real talk, he is now, isn't he?
Nathan's the big
created a monster.
Nathan's like, who are you talking to, bro? I'll fuck you up, bro. However, there are two things that will fuck up my
He's
brother.
a proper KMT guy, isn't it?
Yeah. There are two things that will fuck up my bro. Injections and roller coasters. If I ever tell you the noise that bastard made in Southend taking the Mary Rose, it just had to go that way, and you heard. But it is what it is. Love you, bro.
This is a good question from Tucky. Has Tom Cruise now surpassed Schwarzenegger, Stallone, and Willis as greatest action movie star? He surpassed them. He hasn't surpassed Keanu Reeves. Exactly. He hasn't surpassed Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Tom's legacy. And let's be honest. Like Republic Productions, hopefully, is still with us.
He's here.
Yeah, the Mission Impossible.
He's asking me to rate his top 10 Bond films: from Russia with Love, The Living Daylights, Skyfall, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Thunderball, Casino Royale. I should know my Bond. This is number 7. I'm hesitating
The
on.
Spy Who Loved Me. Yeah.
The Spy Who Loved Me. 8 GoldenEye, 9 Moonraker, 10 Doctor No. Not that dissimilar to mine, actually, Republic Productions. Funnily enough, you who wanted to meet Big Tone, we did a 3-way episode a few months ago. It's on the channel, the top 10 Bond movies. Your list isn't that dissimilar to mine, so I approve of this message. You were saying, sorry, AJ.
Number 1.
GoldenEye, no, fucking right, GoldenEye, number 1.
What was I saying?
1985 brain. Should we move on?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, let's move on.
So, Jerry Maguire.
Tom Cruise. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
who we're talking about. Yes.
In terms of franchises, the Mission Impossible movies have done better than a Terminator franchise or a Rambo franchise. Like it's gone. Like I enjoy the Rambo franchise.
There's been more of them too. Yes.
But this is what I'm saying. But I mean, but people actually enjoy them. Whereas, like, you take a Terminator, which keeps on turning, and you're like, enough already. This is wrong.
Yeah. Look, the Mission Impossible movies they're fucking great.
Yeah,
they're fucking great. Arguably, the worst one is probably your favorite.
Former favorite. I don't know if it still sits at favorite.
Interesting.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah. So look, both of our number 6 were Jerry Maguire, but we got to go back one step to my number 7 because I punted AJ's number 7. My number 7, I really enjoy, and I rewatched it for this list. The Last Samurai. My man, are we drinking? Really?
And I was going to watch it. Do you know?
Wow.
I have this passion for Western culture, which I really appreciate. And this film really fascinated me.
Western or Eastern?
Eastern, sorry. Eastern. That's not 1985.
I have this passion for Western culture.
England. No.
No, allow that. Especially as a black man, allow that.
Yeah. I don't agree with Rishi Sunak. No. No.
Yeah, well, he's gone. It's fine.
No, but Eastern culture has always had like a small fascination to me. Never been, but I have a great appreciation for it. I have this film, and for some reason, I somehow have this DVD twice. I think someone had one, and they were getting rid of it, and I was like, I'll take it. I have this on DVD, and this is me buying it from Blockbuster when they were doing their clearance bin, and I've always wanted to watch it. And I remember the time I did want to watch it, it was like after a movie marathon, I fell asleep, and I've never gone back to it. I was going to do it this week.
It's really good.
And
it's really fucking good.
It was just the birthday celebration just went that bit too deep, and I just couldn't do it. But I really, really want to watch it.
I'm going to speak in vague terms here because I don't want to give away the ending if you haven't seen it, because I do insist that you watch this film. It's not on the depth of like a fucking Dread or an Edge of Tomorrow where it's like, how the fuck have you not seen this? It's a very good film, but I'm not going to be banging you over the head like, have you seen it yet?
It is that deep because I'm like, it's long overdue. And I was like, I'm really going to rectify that problem this time. And I mean,
bro, until last year, you hadn't seen Gladiator, yes? That's deep.
Yeah.
This is not that level of depth, trust me.
But to me, it was because I really wanted to see it. You know, when it's something you really want to see and you haven't done it, it may not be as great. It may not be great, but it's something I really wanted to see.
I think this is tell me in the chat if you agree with this or not. And let me explain what I mean by this. It's a misjudged love letter because David Zwick, who directed this film, you can tell that he's, like yourself, fascinated, and like myself, fascinated with the Far East, fascinated with it. Like you can smell the Kurosawa in this film. Like it's such a beautiful homage to what the old samurai films are, because we don't get samurai films anymore.
You don't.
You just don't, which is such a shame because I mean, look, if they made samurai films as often as they made sword and sandals films, I'd be a very happy man because I love a samurai film.
That's a good point.
There's no reason why they don't. It's just I don't think people can. Stating the obvious here, I don't think people make a samurai film anywhere near as well as the Japanese making samurai films. Obviously, right? I mean, I say obviously, people have made fucking movies about the Roman Empire better than the Italians, so you know it doesn't have to be an appropriation thing. But look, the fact of the matter is, we don't really get samurai films anymore, and this is kind of like it is a love letter to a bygone era of film, which is on that side, it's a good thing. I mean, it's got my guy Hiroyuki Sanada in it, which I say every time. If you put Hiroyuki Sanada in anything, the movie is better automatically for me because he's fucking Hiroyuki Sanada-san, right? It's got Ken Watanabe in it, who's of course amazing.
Yeah.
The issue I have with it isn't the depiction of Japan, because the depiction of the Japan as testament from my Japanese friend, Mr. Takuya Miyazawa, and if you're watching, Taku, much love to you, bro. I had one issue with it, which is white man saves Japan.
Yeah, this is the problem we have with these films. You know,
and what was annoying is that it didn't need to be. That's why I say it was a misjudged love letter.
You could join the army and see the good, go for the good fight, but don't be the hero. You should never be the hero. You know what I mean?
He wasn't only the hero, he was like no, I'm not going to finish that sentence. It's going to give away too much. We'll go with what you said. But to speak in riddles specifically, so I don't ruin the ending or the movie for you. Yes, he is the hero. Too much of the hero, and there are listen. I'm not a fucking acclaimed scriptwriter or even a non-acclaimed scriptwriter, but there are very obvious plot beats you could have done here to not make white man savior of Japan.
Yeah, one of the jokes that I always remember when it comes to like I can't remember what award it was, but awards acceptance speech was Hugh Grant when he said, "And thank you to the black people of Notting Hill who were hidden while we filmed this film." Like, there were times where it's like, let's try and make it a bit more realistic. Coming back,
yeah, because Notting Hill back then weren't a white district.
You know what I mean? Let's just call it what it is.
I mean, the yardies were hanging around Doral Gardens. That's all I'm saying.
And the carnival still happens. Like,
yeah.
How could you have a film called Notting Hill and not have one carnival scene? But we won't go there.
Mad, isn't it?
But going back to like Last Samurai, and you're like, it can't be made as well as the Japanese. And I'm not saying like, oh, it's Far Eastern, let's put it all under one umbrella. But we've talked about, and again, I'm going to give a shout out to John from my workplace. We talked about how much Korean movies are appreciated right now. Why can't we embrace a good Japanese ninja movie? Like
Samurai,
sorry.
Not him.
No,
Samurai is warrior. Samurai is warrior. Ninja is assassin.
Yeah. But do you get what I'm saying though? Like, let's just take a good Japanese samurai movie.
Yeah.
And appreciate it.
Ninja movie. I'll take anything at this point.
Yeah.
That's not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No.
Directed by fucking Michael Bay. And Carson Peterson in the chat. I know you're VOD squad. That one's for you, brother.
Do we need to take another shot? Because you've done your 7 and 6, right?
We do. Shot time. Just before shots, just to give us a bit of a breather, let's just go through a few of the comments here. Republic Productions, that's lovely. Happy birthday, AJ.
Thank you very much.
Francis. So, AJ, Nico has been teaching you the way of the shot. AJ. Hi. Yes, indeed. Gavin Mann wants you to know, AJ, The Last Samurai is on Sky.
Gavin, appreciate that, bro. It's also on the AJ Netflix. I just need to watch it. No, I've got the DVD. And believe it or not, because of what I used to do, this 2012 Mac Edition laptop that I have has a DVD drive. So I could watch
Madness.
Yeah, I could literally just go into my little like shed that I've got just at the bottom of my stairs and watch it tonight. Who knows? I may do.
Wild Man Beyond says, instead of samurai, I want more ninja movies. I want more of both. Wild Man Beyond. I agree. I would love some more ninja movies. Gavin Mann says, Ken Watanabe, also in Batman Begins. Also in Godzilla. Let them fight.
Wild Man Beyond, just out of interest, just because I've sent the link with a friend of mine who said he needs to watch one of our episodes, and I warned him, like, you have the day off work tomorrow. Join us for some drinks. Do you know either of us? If not, it's cool. Like, welcome. We are more than happy, but I just want to know if you are who I think you are. Just putting it out there. Because the person I know would also use that kind of name. He's that radical. Like, that's the name he would use. Anyway, so that was
Republic Productions. I knew we would get along. Michael Bay is a talentless.
And for that, you have to keep on with us.
I love you for saying that. You are my best friend after AJ. I love you for that.
Right.
I love you for that. And Republic Productions says, Nico, I posted my Bond actor ranking above. Give me your thoughts on it. Let me scroll up quickly.
Is that the one you mentioned already? Because you said like
no.
Oh, the full ranking.
No, not the Bond films, Bond actors.
Oh, okay.
Nico, rate my top 10 Bond. No, where's the actors?
You just had it. I've read names, bro.
Well, my man can't do sentences properly then. But look, read the beginning of that sentence.
I know, but if you look beyond
this is what I'm saying. So I'm not so drunk. 1 Timothy Dalton, 2 Sean Connery, 3 Daniel Craig, 4 Roger Moore, 5 George Lazenby, 6 Pierce Brosnan. No. Why is Pierce number 6?
Brosnan, Connery, Moore, Dalton, Lazenby, Craig.
Perfect. I agree with every word you've just said.
If you talk to John, he will not have it. Oh, John is such a G. Do you know? I need him to do this with you. We walked into the
Wild Man Beyond says, I don't think I know that guy.
Okay, fair play. John literally quoted us. We were called the Old Man's Club because each of us walked in. Like it was like 70s and 80s babies in one room at work. He quoted all of us as I can't remember what it was, but he was like, so you're 1985, you're that Roger Moore movie. And I think all of us were like Roger Moore movies, and he quoted which movie we were. Fucking G. I love you, John. But yeah.
Very good. Francis Lyon says, Michael Bay equals better than or less good than Uwe Boll?
No. He's better than fucking Uwe Boll. Fuck off, bro. Don't do that. He's better than Uwe Boll. Bro, that Sega movie you made me watch where they're on I can't even remember the name of that fucking shit. Where they had the Tara Reid wannabe on the fucking island, and then they like Sega.
Oh, House of the Dead. House of the Dead.
That was some high level shit, bro. No. Michael Bay has not gone that.
Sorry, did you not see fucking the 5th Transformers movie?
No, I haven't actually. I'm at number 2 or 3.
So this is why you have this opinion. I understand. He's very good. I'm going to speak like this. No. I make a review. You should go on the Silver Screen Dudes channel and check it out.
I've seen the review, and I was going to plug that. Anyone who hasn't seen it, please check out Nico's review of the last. What is it? Last moon?
The last night.
Last night. I thought it was last. Yeah.
Wild Man Beyond says Roger Moore wasn't perfect, but people need to give him a break. Damn right.
He is John's ultimate Bond.
He's great.
And to be honest, short of all of Brosnan's movies, Roger Moore is probably the one I've seen the most Bonds of. So, yeah, he's great.
Wild Man Beyond says, do you see Michael Bay directing Top Gun Maverick? If he did, I wouldn't see it.
Right, where are we? My number 5.
Andy Hart fixes this. Bay isn't better. He just has a bigger budget.
But you don't hear Michael Bay saying, yeah, fuck you people, because you don't appreciate. You just want to watch the Marvel movies.
You these fucking bullshit Marvel movies. You know, I want to do, what was it? Rampage. I want to do Rampage. By the way, you know we do need to do a shot now, yeah?
No, we just done the shot.
I haven't.
I did. I done it. I said it's shot time because of your number 6. And I done it.
You know, now that we're in our top 5 movies, guys, this would be a good time to start naming movies just to fuck with AJ, yeah? Because every time you name a movie that we haven't seen, we do have to drink. So have at it. Good luck. AJ, over to you.
While we're Rushmore in, you guys could just load it and I'll be fucked.
You could load him now. It'd be equally fun because then you get an hour of him being fucked. So load up. Throw movies at AJ.
Fuck you. Right, okay, here we go.
Fuck you. You had me last time. It's your turn, birthday boy.
No, your wife had you, bro. Don't blame me.
Between my wife and Francis Lalonde, I was stuck between a penis and a hard place.
Which can also be classified as a hard place, but we won't go there.
Very good. Carry on. You're number 5.
Republic Productions. Apologies, bro. Or sis. Yeah, we're there.
All the Mission Impossibles.
I listen. I didn't want to play the game because if I'd done one, I'm gonna have to start ranking them all, and I didn't want to do that. So I'm like, you're in one bracket. You're in one bracket. I appreciate that one is greatly different from the rest.
I will demand that this moment gets registered and that people remember that AJ was allowed to bracket Mission Impossible all under one as one entry when we get to episode 200, where we will be counting down our top movies of the 21st century. I have a trilogy which I would like to classify as one. We shall get there in 8 episodes.
I'm not opposed to it.
Very good. Fantastic. Very good. I will remember this.
Cool. But like it is Tom Cruise at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like Mission Impossible is the part. Like he'll do 2 other films like that. Tom, when's the next Mission Impossible? And that's what it is. And that's why I'm like, if I have a love for all of these films, and it's like, okay, I could bring in number 2 because I do have that love for it. It'd probably be in the 8 or 9 region. Then like the other, like number 3 is actually really amazing. I didn't realize how good it was because I always caught. I'm never sure because number 3 is one of those films that starts with the ending. I'm not sure if I always watched it and thought, oh, I can't watch it now. I'm catching the film halfway. Every time my family watch it, I'm like, oh, it's halfway. I'm not going to watch it. It actually blew me away. I was like, this is actually really good. And while we're on that, R.I.P. Philip Seymour Hoffman. But and after that, it becomes a bit of a melange of what is what. I don't know which one is which. I'd quote a scene. I was like, was that from 5 or 6? I remember the mad scene where he's got the magnetic glove climbing up a building, and the glove.
That's number 4.
I think it's
when
4. It is 4.
It's 4 when he's climbing up the Burj Khalifa. 100%.
And it's all of these mad moments, and it's like each film, it's become from the storyline to what is Tom going to do next, you know? I think it's like number 5 where he kicks off with a mad stunt with the plane because the door won't open. It's also this madness where I wasn't sure about Simon Pegg, but everyone was like, yeah, Simon Pegg is in the Mission Impossible movies. I'm like, what the fuck is Simon Pegg doing in the Mission Impossible movies? I fucking love him in them. Like it's the madness of these films. So they can get a bit mixed up, and they've all got this madness to it that I appreciate. Each film I have a mad level of appreciation for. And it would be unfair to omit any. And with that, that's why I just made it all in one. Is that a punt, by the way?
It was a punt. It was a punt from earlier. Yeah, I put Mission Impossible as I believe it was my number 8. Where did I put it?
Or is it yet to come?
It was my number 8. No, it was my number 8. So you punted me from earlier.
Oh, did I?
You did.
Do you know what? I think you might have skipped it because I don't remember the same punt.
No.
Oh, no, we did. I did.
Here's the poster. I put it up.
Yeah.
I put it up. Good old Mission Impossible. It was there. The reason I stuck with number 1 is because for me, this feels like the most spy thriller of all of them. Number 2 went balls to the wall, John Woo, fucking White Doves action. Then they toned it, they de-wooified it a little bit, but it was still unwooed it a little bit. Very good. But it was still mental after that. 1 felt the most grounded for me.
Can I be honest? Number 1, as much as I appreciate, I've always loved number 1. I've always liked number 1, should I say. It was also very confusing. It's one of those films.
Yes.
This last time during my lockdown when you were doing Spider-Man movies and the global one had caught me down, 3 times, believably 3 times anyway. I was like, no, I get it. I've had to, and I've loved this film and I keep watching it, but it always was like, what was this? But like the piecing of the story has always been very difficult. And that's why I've always had a bit of a difficulty. And I think that's why number 2 came more of a preference because it was like, I get what you're telling me, you know? Whereas number 1, I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, legit. Andy Hart, bro, I'm going to be real with you. 20th Century Trilogy that is best seen as one. Krzysztof Kieslowski's 3 Colors. I own the script to all 3 of those movies, which I've read. I've never actually got around to seeing Kieslowski's 3 Colors trilogy, which is a sin. I know this. If the scripts are anything to go by, the movies are fucking awesome, but I haven't actually got around to seeing them. Tucky says, sorry, reading is getting more difficult each drink. Tonally, the first two movies feel very different to the last three.
I would agree.
And
but number 3 kicks off the continuation. Well, I'm not saying they're disconnected, but 3 builds where it's like, we're going to do a continuous story. That's where the real build of a story, because 1 and 2 don't necessarily need to be linked. You do get references later on, but number 3 was like, we're doing a continuous story here. So 1 and 2, I think, differ more than like 1, 2, and 3.
Yep, I'd agree with that. Tucky says the original is my favorite too. Pure espionage and that vault sequence. It's so good. It's so incredibly good. It is so incredibly good.
Timeless piece
that is cinema history right there. That it's insane. Republic Production says, Nico, who do you hate more, Michael Bay or Daniel Craig? AJ, you can answer that one for me.
Craig.
No, God no.
Yeah, do you know what? No, because Bay has ruined more stuff for you.
Yeah,
ruined one thing, but yeah, Bay, yeah, it's true. I said that on impulse, but I was like, yeah,
no. Fuck Michael Bay with a fire of 1,000 suns,
and he's done Pain and Gain. So yeah.
Fuck
and
Bay.
He also fucked you up with Turtles. Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker. God, I hate that, man. Billy Mount says, I can't believe that the original Mission Impossible film is directed by Brian De Palma. I can, but I always think that's an amazing piece of cinema, like trivia. Tucky says, you have to pay attention to everything that goes on in the first Mission Impossible, but that's a good thing in my opinion. I agree.
It is, but it was that whole Job thing. As much as I found it cool, I was like, what's going on? And then it was like, what, who, what? And it was only this last time watching it, I was like, I get it. Billy
Mount, Nico, what do you think of Limp Bizkit's Mission Impossible 2 song? AJ, you can answer that one for me.
Freaking awesome.
I know that fucking song word for word. I'm so ashamed of that, but I'm also so not fucking ashamed of that. Now I know why you want to hate me. That's fucking brilliant. Because it's all the one that's ever said that guy. So good. It's so fucking good. Fucking. Oh, listen, it
is the coolest Mission Impossible rendition you could ever get.
It's fucking awesome.
It's fucking awesome. I don't know anyone who hated it. Like, it was balls to the
wall. People, bro, are you kidding me?
Really?
Fred Durst is like the Marmite of the music world. You either love him or fucking hate him.
No, but the guitar strumming to that is fucking
Wes
awesome.
Borland on guitar.
Yeah. Even if you hate
genius.
Durst, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
Listen, I fell on the side of I loved Limp Bizkit. It's the first band I ever saw live. I had a great time at the concert. Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water remains one of my favorite albums to this day. Sue me. I don't care. It's so terrible, but I love it. It's such fun. Love it. What else have we got? Yeah, see, there you go. Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water. Tucky, my man, you know it. My Way, WrestleMania, my man, you know it.
Yes.
Still
Tucky,
one of the
by
best.
The way, join Frank on this. There is a Ministry of Wrestling podcast. We might actually air in live after this. I'm not too sure. I did see your t-shirt. I don't have mine. Anyway, we won't get into that. But yeah, I need to find my old version, the shit print, as opposed to the good print.
Shit print. That was your 5, yeah?
Yeah. So what's your number 5?
Fucking hell, we need to speed this up, Jesus.
My number Rushmores, they always get extended.
It's true. My number 5, Collateral.
Sorry, I need to get that button.
Okay, so shot time.
Are we still doing it? We've done 3. Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, no, we've both done 5, right? So we've done that.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So this is a joint punt and top 5.
Cheers, my dears.
There we are. Guys, I hope you're drinking as well, by the way.
Also, I still haven't seen any Tom Cruise movies come in to fuck with AJ. Y'all were trying to murder me on the last Drunk Rushmore. Why is this I'm with AJ bullshit?
Yeah. Keep that on with AJ, please.
No. Stop dropping some fucking Tom Cruise movies in here. Because every time, I say this again, every time you say a Tom Cruise movie that one of us hasn't seen, we'll be honest with you, we will drink another shot. If you want to get us fucked up, start dropping movie names.
Remember, guys, just on the other thing.
AJ's there. Kill.
Nico is self-employed and can work from home. I have a boss to report to tomorrow. Just saying. Just if you ever want to be with AJ, just do that. All right. Okay. We move on quickly before people can get some comments in.
But the comments are there. Fuck you. It's happened. AJ, did you spot that Vanessa Kirby's character is Job's daughter?
Yes,
Lots of people missed it.
I did, Andy. Thank you very much. But again, here's the funny thing about it. I had stopped at 1 and 2, and I was like, 2's great. I don't really get like again 3. I always felt I missed it, and it took me a minute. During my global bastard moment in December, I binged the Craigverse and Mission Impossible. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do this. The only thing I needed to complete in my spy universe was the Bourne collection, which again, I'm only at number 2. 2 or 3, I can't remember, but I've not seen the Jeremy Renner one. Yeah, I binged it. So I was lucky enough to have heard Job and then hear Job again. But yeah, I think it's something I would have spotted either way. It was just one of those nuggets that I was like, I'm sure a lot of people missed that. Yeah.
Okay, AJ, unscrew your bottle cap. It's time to drop some movie names.
Come again?
Unscrew the bottle cap. I'm going to drop some movie names here.
You're naming them, or someone's that may name them.
I'm going to name them here. They're in the comments. I'm not going to attack you like that. I let the dudes do that. Don't worry. And to answer your question, Buddy Mount, yes, I did catch the Jason Statham cameo in Collateral right at the beginning. That made me lol.
Like, I remember it being an awesome movie. I can't remember it like scene for scene.
AJ, the first one, The Firm.
Yeah, you fuckers. I really wanted to watch it. I'm aware of the film. I haven't.
Oh fuck, Andy, you motherfucker! You got me.
When did you drop Legend?
No, I've seen Legend. Come on. Endless Love, motherfucker. One of the 2 movies I haven't seen.
Guys, don't do this to me, please. I beg you.
Nah, it's happening, brother. It's happening. You've got 1 movie left that I haven't seen, guys. Can you find it? You know what's going to be fucked up now is they're going to try to drop all the Tom Cruise movies to try and find the one I haven't seen, and you're going to get
the one you haven't seen, and I haven't seen it too.
Huh?
And that's the one you haven't seen. I know you haven't seen it. I'm going on a whim, but I haven't seen it either, so I don't want to fuck myself up by fucking you. Oh, fuck it. Let's just get it out of the way because I just need to get it done now. Magnolia.
No, private.
Magnolia, right?
No, I've seen Magnolia. Are you kidding me? You can drink for that
I
one.
fucking drank myself.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, shit. I've just spilled some on my laptop.
Man's like, have you seen Magnolia? Of course I've fucking seen Magnolia. Do you know why, actually? This is going to make my number 4 so fucking redundant, but I don't care. The reason I haven't included Magnolia, because otherwise I'd make an argument for it being my number 1. I don't think Tom Cruise is in it enough.
Fair enough.
Republic Production says The Mummy. Well, we've definitely both seen that.
So, I don't want to... No, here we go.
We'll talk.
Yeah?
We'll talk about it later.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
Francis Lawn says The Tropic Thunder. Ha! Well,
I've
we've both
seen that.
seen that.
Thank you, Francis.
The Risky Business.
I've seen that too.
This one, Time to Drink, AJ. Jack Reacher 2.
I want to do Jack Reacher movies.
Revenge.
For the record, because I've declared I've not seen either Jack Reacher, that don't try and push it further, guys. Like, no, that's one.
There's so many here. You're about to get fucked up.
Do you know what? Here we go. Because of this, and I say this with love, because I said it to my best friend when he said Red Ranger versus Green Ranger, who gives a fuck? To everyone who's trying to get me fucked up right now.
Let it go.
Fuck you for life.
Keep drinking along anyway. Drink away. That's not a full shot. I saw that shit.
Bro, I topped it. No. Don't even try that. That was a full shot. I swear to you.
This is all so funny. Oh Jesus, they are absolutely wrecking you. Oh, you're in trouble, my friend.
No. I'll tell you what, guys. I will do the shot, but for the risk of punting, like if you name every Tom Cruise movie, you could literally Wikipedia it. We're not going to do our top. I will take a shot for every film I haven't. Fuck it. He's done like 64 movies. No, guys, that's murder. That's murder. I will take shots. But let's move on with the Rushmore just because People will just quote, and it's not fair. But I will,
No,
before we rush
because you didn't let me do that when it was
more.
my birthday.
How would we do that? Action scenes are a fucking 1,000,000 to 1. Like there were 10.
And who got
10,000.
fucked 1,000,000 to 1?
Bro, I get that.
But do you?
Yeah,
It's
but
your
again,
turn,
in those,
motherfucker.
we held back because what? Because we're like, okay, that's on the list. Hold out. If you're going to list them, we're not going to get there because everyone's fucking listing.
I'll
just
spare
to see
you
where
the
we
next
go.
one. I'll spare you the next one because it's technically a documentary, which is not fair. Gavin Mann is pitching my Scientology movie. That's not fair. I'm not allowing that one. Andy Hart says, The Taps. Seen it. AJ, drink.
It's getting raw here.
Republic Productions, American Made. That you should have seen.
I'm halfway through.
No. I'll allow it.
Halfway, you're going to allow me. I appreciate
Halfway, I'll allow. It's good American Made, isn't it?
I'm enjoying it.
Riri, I've seen your one. We'll come back to that. Francis, this for sure we've seen. War of the Worlds. We've got.
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Like, if for anything, Republic Productions, that would have been a good The War of the Worlds because I'm pretty sure I would have said The War of the Worlds.
Frank Torres says a lot of people thought that was the transporter in Collateral. True story. Night and Day. That was not good. The one he did with Cameron Diaz. Have you not seen that shit?
It was on the list. Here's the fun thing. When I'm doing a Rushmore, there are films that I feel I can watch with the missus, and there are others I do when I'm not at the missus's house. I go to my girl's house.
Night and Day is a movie she would like.
And this is the thing. I was like, I'm going to do Night and Day with her. And reasons, there was no films this week. I had to have a go at her for that. Yeah. But yeah, Night and Day was not seen because I couldn't do it. By the way, bro. Yeah, shot.
Risky Business we've both seen.
Yeah.
Cocktail was on the list we saw. Andy Hart says that Taps we've just drunk to. Losing It I've seen. This is fucking great.
You know what? Forget Revenge of the Tiff. This is Revenge of the Nico.
So much.
Oh, fuck. Do you know what? No. I'm sorry, guys. Just because this Rushmore needs to, go forward.
Are you bringing Uncle Fuck You Up out?
No. There is no way in a selection that I have not finished. Oh, fucking cunt.
Please put the camera down. Please put the camera down. I need to see that.
No. You wouldn't see it. You wouldn't even be able to tell because I'm in dark trousers. I fucking pulled the rosé prosecco, and it just leaked all over my trousers. What the fuck? I asked my cousin to get this for me. What the fuck was he doing when he was traveling? He must have Usain bolted this shit. Knowing the podcast is coming up. I need to fucking get to him before it's too late. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, well, you saved spot on your computer yourself, and now it's going down your throat for losing it. Very aptly titled for what's happening to you at the moment. Down you go. AJ, get ready again. Republic Productions, Days of Thunder.
Go! You know what?
Great.
While we're at it, this is for Days of Thunder.
Uh-huh.
And because I was thinking it's really weird that Tom's born on the 3rd, and he's done the film Born on the 4th of July, I'm going to take the shot too, because I really wanted to do that in honor of Tom, and I haven't seen it. So fuck it.
It's not good. It's not good, man.
Is it not? I really thought it was going to be.
I do. Well, I don't like Oliver Stone, so
W is a redeeming.
W's good. W's good.
W's good, and Lincoln I enjoyed, but it's very, very slow.
Lincoln's not Oliver Stone, it's Steven Spielberg.
Did Daniel
Day-Lewis was with Steven Spielberg, not Oliver Stone.
Why did I think it was Oliver Stone?
Don't know why, but you can think about why you haven't seen this because you're about to drink Top Gun Maverick.
That's a punt. I know it's a punt. Because there's no way you've omitted both Top Guns. Fuck you.
You are correct. You are correct.
So fuck that. I'm not drinking yet. Oh, I drink it now and I'm not drinking it later. It's one of the two.
What would you prefer?
You can
choose his birthday boy.
All right. You know what? Guys, call it. Do you want me to drink it now or when Nick calls it? And 2, do you want me to do the Cohesion, Southern Comfort, or the Rosé? 4. Maverick.
My man wants to mix too. Riri Thomas, you got me. That's my other one. Far and away.
Oh shit.
That means you're drinking too, by the way, AJ.
No, it's not, yeah, I'm drinking too, but I'm also thinking I was gonna use. Oh, fuck. Anyway, I'm not gonna disclose that before people think I'm a bit of a weird.
Other than that, I've
But
seen all the
no, it's just that I was gonna use these trousers again tomorrow, and I fucked them for work. So yeah, I don't want to stay stuck.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Right, let's pick this up because we're an hour.
Says AJ revenge shot for failing to catch Nico. Magnolia. To be fair, you already did your shot, so I'll allow it.
You should. I don't mind. Because
no. You've done your shot already. I'd also don't want it. Oh, he's doing it.
That was just dregs. It wasn't a shot.
Do you know what I've actually realized with this movie Mount Rushmore? Something I wasn't aware of. Apparently, I quite like Tom Cruise.
I share a birthday with the bastard, and I've not seen all his films. I just, while we're on the liking Tom Cruise, I was just saying it too, because I've got some people. Now, here's one thing. There's two things. I was talking to one of my friends today at work, Rita. Big shout out to you, because Rita was there for me today. I needed someone to be there for me today. And I was like, yeah, like, we're going to have a Drunk Rushmore. And I was like, how do you feel about Tom Cruise? Like, Tom Cruise is also quite Marmite. Some people love him. Some people just have no time for him.
Do you know what? I don't think that's fair. I think Tom Cruise is Marmite as a person. I don't know many people who don't like his shtick as an actor.
I think as a person, you might be right. But some people just, like, because of him, as a person, they just don't bother with his films. But when they watch it, they enjoy it. But I've also
he's great. He's fucking great.
I love him.
On camera, he's great.
The only person I know to go through every fan, he will talk to people on the phone. Like, he gives people.
He's awesome. I was hoping he would show up tonight. I added him on Twitter.
Again, as to quote Francis, if we were late, we fucked up.
Like, Wildman Beyond, are you Tom Cruise?
Could you imagine? Can you
imagine? Wildman Beyond is Tom Cruise.
And it just feels so Tom as well. It feels so Tom as well. But
Wildman Beyond.
Like, it was one of those things that, again, the love for Tom is there. But here's another thing that someone told me. My friend Catherine, who used to work with me, works at another venue at the moment, still under the same bracket. She said something, and she says, "What did I tell you this? You can't unsee it." She's like, we have our teeth and our mouth, and it's like the two top teeth.
You are drunk, aren't you? You know how we have our teeth in our mouth?
No, but here's the statement.
Fucking hell.
I know, but like your teeth, your two front teeth,
yes,
tends to be in the middle of your mouth. Yeah.
Where is this going, AJ?
No, because carry on. And once I looked, I was like, "Fucking hell, she's right." She's like, Tom's gap in the middle, the two front teeth, are just slightly off. It's not in the middle of his mouth.
Who notices that?
I don't know, but she's like, someone told me that. This is ages ago when I spoke to Catherine. I went to visit her at her new pub. Oh shit, yeah, I work in the pub.
It's very, very clever that you're trying to buy yourself time for drinks and trying.
It's just something that she said. It's something that can't be unseen.
I've seen The Outsiders, AJ. Drink.
Thank you, Andy. I don't know if I'm inviting you to the room at the Prince Charles Theatre anymore. Again, did Andy answer the question? Have you got a booking on my boat?
It's not him. It's a different Andy Hart. Francis Lance's Minority Report. We've definitely both seen that.
No. Good luck with that one. Good luck.
Definitely both seen that. Oh, AJ. Color of Money. Really?
Oh, fuck. I put it on my laptop again.
This fucking guy. And Riri, while you're doing that.
Next week is because you guys ruined my laptop, yeah?
And Riri, to answer your question, random top 10 films that are 3 hours or longer. We've actually done that.
We've done that.
AJ, do you need water?
I have water next to me. Don't worry. I'm just worried for my laptop more than me.
Because Frank wants you to have a glass of water. You should have some water.
Frank, my bro, thank you. Do you know there was a part of me? No, I would never lie to you guys. There's a part of me that wanted to use what?
Yeah, Gavin Mann says, AJ secretly taking shots of Iron Brew. That was a terrible Scottish accent, Gavin. Sorry.
I could have used water as vodka, but I didn't. But thank you, Frank. I am actually on the H2O right now.
Republic Productions says you should do a full Star Wars movie ranking stream. We have done like the top 10 ones, but the next time AJ like leaves me high and dry, I'll probably do that or $1 billion movies.
I love how you say I left you high and dry. Fucking global bastard got me, you prick.
Yeah.
And then just randomly say I can't make it.
Andy Hart, I'm with you. Salvador's the exception. If you don't like Oliver Stone, give Salvador a try. Possibly his best film. Salvador with James Woods. I fucking love that movie. It's great. It's fucking great. Gavin Mann says, I share a birthday with Clint Eastwood and Colin Farrell, but haven't seen enough of their films. I haven't seen enough Clint Eastwood.
Gavin, no, I don't even need to ask you on your birthday. I'll just check Gavin, Clint Eastwood, and then we will have a Gavin honoured birthday. Rushmore.
Billy Mount, my guy. I don't like Oliver Stone either.
Do you know what?
Wild
I've
Man
not seen a lot of them. Really?
Wild Man Beyond, I'm convinced now you are Tom Cruise. Risky Business is my favorite.
Only Tom could say that. Risky Business is when we done Raunchy Teens, and I remember watching it, and it couldn't make the Rushmore because it wasn't raunchy enough. It was just nothing. It was lacking to me. It was lacking to me, if I'm honest.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
Billy Mount asks, Nico and AJ, have you seen the Reacher series? If you mean the one on Amazon, I've seen parts of season one. The one with Krasinski. The thing with Krasinski is I like him. I really fucking like him. So I'm always going to gravitate towards his projects. It left me wanting a bit.
Talking of Krasinski, did you see? Again, you've seen it. I think we're like one of 3 people who've seen it. That shit. I like part of me wants to. I should have uploaded it because I thought of uploading it. I forgot. The Multiverse of Madness that Nate posted in our comic book group.
It's fucking brilliant.
I was like, what the fuck?
That is single-handedly the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Republic Productions, Nico. Say my messages in an American accent. That's a very broad statement. That's like saying, say this in an English accent. Are we talking north, south, east, west? What are we doing?
I remember when I'd done an American accent.
You want me to do like deep south? I don't know, like Nico. Well, now, Nico, say my messages in an American accent.
That kind of stuff. If I was to do south, I would quote this one for Tucky and for Frank. I'm going to do a Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Like, you want what?
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 Gone full on Texan on me there, boy.
Put a message up. What?
What? I live in Missouri.
Randy Orton territory. Oh, nice.
Oh, fuck's sake, Andy Hart, you're quite right. See, thank my friend Sierra. I am talking about Jack Ryan, not Jack Reacher. Jesus. Oh, God. Right, Nico, say my messages in a Cary Grant accent. No. Because I can't. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling.
God bless that.
Yeah, I really do. Right, so that was my number 5. Your number 4 then, AJ.
Could be a punt. That took a while to load. I pressed that.
Small punt.
Cool.
Which
are we drinking? Or are we leaving it?
Yeah, we're drinking, motherfucker. It's Drunk Rushmore.
I know you're trying to fuck me up here, bro.
Yes, of course.
It's my birthday and I'll drink if I want to. Wish the screen would want me to, actually.
Shit. My wife is going to be very angry. There are messages I should have answered here.
I'm not going to lie. Chicken Cottage, you are going to save me tonight. That's the only way to save that.
Listen, my 4, this is always going to make the list. Tropic Thunder.
It didn't because I knew you would.
It's fucking sensational.
Do you know what the funny thing is? I always think of this film, and this is why it also didn't make the list. It nearly did, actually. I've watched Tropic Thunder once, and it's because of your love for it. I watched it, and whatever else we would do it. But to me, there's not enough Tom. I remember Ben Stiller. I mean, obviously, it's a Ben Stiller movie, but that's what sticks out. And Robert Downey Jr. I don't remember a lot of Tom. I know he's fucking classic when I do see him in it, but I don't know.
What do you mean you don't remember a lot of Tom?
Well, it's just the way it is. Downey Jr. and Stiller are the ones that hold it, and Jack Black. Jack Black's addiction.
So basically, the three main guys of the movie hold it. Yeah.
Essentially, go figure. Yeah.
It's like, hey, on the poster you have Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr., Ben Stiller. Bro, Ben Stiller, Downey Jr., and Jack Black, they held it. It's like, well, yeah, it's kind of their job.
That's what happens when you're on the poster.
No, I love this fucking film so much. I can't tell you. I love that it was firing shots at all of these, over the top exploitative, method movies like Apocalypse Now. Even though I fucking love Apocalypse Now, I love the fact that it's poking fun at the savant connoisseur actor, as well as the slapstick actor. It goes full fucking let's lift the curtain on Hollywood and poke fun at ourselves. Nothing more so pokes fun at themselves than Tom Cruise playing Les Grossman. It's so good what he does. Have you seen that he did at the MTV Music Awards? The dancing he did with J-Lo for the whoop 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 whoop. It's so fucking good.
While we're on it, the rest
in Les Grossman character. Yeah, there you go, bro. Oh, I've been on podcasts so many times that I don't want to bore people who are regular viewers. I cannot express to people how much I adore this film. It works for me just on so many levels.
It's batshit madness. As you said, poke fun. It pokes fun. There's nothing more. You actually did summarize it, so you're not excluding anyone when you say that.
It's just what do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? Al Pacino. And the fact that the guy goes to be method actor, he goes and has a fucking skin color change. The fact that he, I don't ever break character till what was that? Till the DVD commentary. It's so But do you know the line that will always stay with me is when Jack Black is coming off of his heroin and he's having he's on a come down. He's like, if you untie me, I'll suck your dick. I'll cradle your balls and swallow your gravy. I don't know why that line is.
There's another line which is totally inappropriate, but it sticks in my head. It's totally inappropriate.
Say it.
You never go full retard.
You never go full retard. You look at Tom Hanks. He didn't go full retard. You went full retard.
It's so wrong, but it's.
I'm so simple. But what is it? It's the Tom Cruise monologue when he picks up the phone to what was it? The Dragon Fury or whatever that fucking opium gang are called. Going, why don't you look at yourself in the mirror and go and fuck yourself? I will fuck you up. And the guy's like,
it's right, bro. People have fucked me up already. It's time for another shot. That was number 4.
That was number 4. Shit. Now I'm going to have to somehow answer my wife while listening to you at the same time.
Right. On to my number 3.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of tequila I've drunk tonight.
What did I rank as number 3? This is the one Francis tried to catch me out on. Little did he know, I fucking love this movie. And because you put it in there and because I'm AJ, I'm going to do it.
Talk to me.
The Minority Report.
Yeah, all you, brother. Talk away. I can answer my wife now.
Yeah, go for it. Like, honestly, it's weird, right? Because Minority Report I had on DVD and I would watch countless times. Yeah, I have a bit of a blank in terms of like what Minority Report is. I know it's about the precogs who can foresee the future. And I always remember that girl going, murder. But I can't remember anything else. Like I know what the film is, but it's not one of those films for something I've watched a million times. Not necessarily a million. I do blank on this movie, but I remember fucking loving this movie. Matchstick Men and Minority Report are 2 films I had in that era that I always feel like I need to revisit because they were top movies for me. It's absolute great. It's the film of where you have a species of people who can foresee the future and can stop a crime from taking place because they can foresee the future. And you've got these I'm going to call them policemen just for the argument.
I mean, they are, for the sake of argument's sake.
They're policemen who will then go to stop these people who commit a pre-crime. The argument comes in of what happens if a precog is wrong? And that's what happens because Tom Cruise is this policeman, which we'll call. This is the screener, so they'll call them by their official name because I love you guys for that. He knows he wouldn't commit this crime, and it's what he does. And do you know one of the scenes that I always love about this film is when he has the precog and he's walking through the subway station and she's calling all the shots of like turn left, do this, do that, because she's trying to help him out. It's fucking amazing. I always love that part of the film.
Do you know the part where this movie lost me a bit? Is after he has escaped from, it is Colin Farrell who's chasing him, isn't it? Yeah. There's this weird scene that's stuck in my head. This weird scene where he's like going to like this old woman in like a greenhouse.
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
That scene for me just stops the movie dead in its tracks. And I'm like, why are we doing this?
Do you know, it's one of those things. Like, do you know what? I should have done it and I'm going to do it now. When you talk Minority Report, you have to give it the whole hand. Fucking hell, I nearly dropped the rose. Shit.
Jesus, AJ.
But it's that, you know, whenever you talk Minority Report, you have to give the hand movements. Pod Squad, I apologize. You need to jump on.
Yeah, it's true. It inspired Iron Man, essentially, didn't it? Let's be real.
It did. But you know that Greenhouse movie? I kind of feel like it's...
That Greenhouse movie?
Fuck you.
I love you.
I love you too, bro. That greenhouse moment, it kind of felt like, you know, like where...
Booty sweat! Reference to Tropic Thunder. Sorry, carry on.
You know where the Matrix had the Oracle? I felt like that greenhouse lady was their Oracle moment.
So much. Just not as good.
Yeah, exactly, because there was no spoon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there wasn't that moment with...
And you're a dickhead. Carry on.
Yeah.
There is no spoon. No. I think the world that Spielberg created in this is quite magnificent. Quite magnificent. It felt clean and dirty at the same time. Quite how that's possible, I don't know. It was great fucking invention. Now I love Minority Report, but I don't think it belongs in Tom Cruise's top 10. But it's a great fucking film.
I love it. But again,
I love it too. I love it too.
You've seen more Cruise than me, so it is what it is.
That's why Rain Man is my number 10. Oh, God. Whew. I shouldn't complain. You've had a lot more to drink than I have. That was your 3, yes?
I will not puke.
I will not puke. I'm in control. That was your 3, yes?
Yep.
So my 3, punt from earlier. Interview with the Vampire.
Small pun.
Yeah. This movie is sensational. Now, I know some people may point to the fact that, you know, it's Brad Pitt's movie, not Tom Cruise's. I don't entirely agree with that.
No, because Lestat is the person.
Lestat is the man.
Lestat is also the person who's taking the interview. It's not Brad Pitt. So Lestat.
It is Brad Pitt taking the interview.
Yeah.
It is Brad Pitt taking the interview.
Do you know what?
It's Christian Slater interviewing Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
And after Brad Pitt grabs him around the throat at the end, he goes, "Do you like being our food?" And then forces Christian Slater to run away. Lestat jumps him.
Yeah.
And says the same line that he said to Louis hundreds of years ago. "I'm going to give you the choice I never had." Such a maniacal motherfucker. I love him.
You know what also hit me? And it's one of my favorite TV series. I did not realize how much Angel / Buffy was inspired by Interview with the Vampire. Like, legitimately, Angel and Spike's relationship is legit. Interview with the Vampire, just in a TV series form. And shout out to Kristen Dunst because she was fucking amazing for a kid.
She was. So was Antonio Banderas. You know, for the little that he was in it. Kirsten was great. Kirsten was fucking great. And well, when we talk child stars, she was in there for a reason. Yes, yeah. She was awesome.
She was fucking gold. She's not my Mary Jane, but she was fucking gold.
Do you know what? There's so many layers. Like, people think of this as just a simplistic blood and guts vampire movie. It's such a tragedy in a way, you know. Like, when you consider what Kirsten Dunst has to go through, like the fact that she is literally now doomed. And this is where I think it was so powerful to have a child vampire, because obviously, naturally, we sympathize more with children as a given, right? Just a fact. But, you know, the plight of the vampire, which is they've got to live through the centuries, never aging. You know, it sounds great, but it's also a fucking curse. No more so than if you're a fucking child.
Yeah.
Because you imagine you're trapped in a woman's body. You're never going to find, you're
Even-
trapped
no,
in a
in a
child's
child's
body.
body,
You're never
you're
going
a
to find
woman in a
love. You're
child's
never going to
body,
have
yeah.
your sexual awakening. You're never going to have your first romance. It's just not going to happen when you're that young.
I was
Tragic.
gonna make a really, really rude joke, but I'm gonna leave
No, do it. Fuck yeah. We're drunk. Do a rude joke. I love a rude joke.
it. If she had stayed around long enough, R. Kelly would have helped her out.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. And if he was still alive, Michael Jackson would have double tapped her.
Because of my missus, I leave Michael alone. But yeah.
Why? He's not Jewish.
Fuck off! That is not why I leave him. 2 weeks in a row, bro. 2 weeks in a row.
Different language, bro. You just threw me under the bus there. That's fine.
But yeah, no, she has a strong appreciation for Michael. But
Cool. I didn't know she liked pedophiles. We can talk about that next time I see her.
please don't. I'm really not.
Oh, I will. You've said it to me.
No,
now.
no. Honestly, because
But AJ, I must.
No. The headache, and the way you are both so headstrong. I really can't deal with it. I legit. Like,
I'm not headstrong. I just look at facts.
Yeah. Okay, for how headstrong she is and how headstrong you can be. This is the one time I have to call a veto because I
have no argument here. I will just say, they found kiddie porn in Neverland, right?
She will say, I know her. She will.
What will she say? What's the defense to that?
She will say it's fabricated, but I have to go back because
it's not. It's in evidence at the fucking police department.
Because
it's on video. They physically have video of removing
because
tapes.
we talked about it last week. I done a bit of research, and I'm aware that there is fingerprints of Michael Jackson over young boys' anatomy, and what that is, why or whatever. Michael, rest in peace, because I'm
sure he was teaching him to fucking moonwalk.
I still have this appreciation for Michael, but it's like
I love his music. I'm not talking about his music.
Do you know?
I'm talking about Michael Jackson.
Bro, where Chris Rock broke it down.
No. Let me bring it back to what you just said. I like R. Kelly's music. I Believe I Can Fly. It's a great song.
That's not the ultimate R. Kelly song I would have gone for, but I get you. But like,
what are you going for? Ignition?
Do you know what? It's the early R. Kelly. It's the bump and grind. It's the
cool. I love all of that too.
Yeah.
Does it change the fact that the man is now sentenced to 30 years in prison?
Oh, fuck's sake! I should again.
Standing on everything but touch, little boy.
Someone put his finger.
That's not a stab at Michael. That's just a metaphor. I'm just psycho. I go a little bit crazy sometimes. I get a little bit out of control with my rhymes.
She's heard Eminem, yeah. She's aware of Eminem's
existence. A meme on Instagram, which is fucking gold. You know where when he was trying to prove his innocence, and he's like, "I gave you guys 30 years of my career. How can you do this to me? You're trying to ruin me." Someone posted it on Instagram, and they're like, "Well, we've just given you your 30 years back, you bastard."
Oh. Now you see what Michael would be saying were he still alive. No, that's ignorant. That's ignorant. You don't understand. That's ignorant.
But again, when I went to the Chris Rock show, Chris made this.
You are so drunk. It's fucking wonderful. Like, you're actually drunk this time.
But going back to Chris Rock, when I went to see him live for the first time, because the second time is yet to come, it's when he said,
"It's weird." Statement. Carry on.
You can play. You can play R. Kelly. You can play you can play Michael Jackson in the club. You play R. Kelly. You're a pervert. He's like, same crime, different appreciation, and it's so true.
So true. It's completely true. Republic Productions, AJ, go to bed.
I'm good.
Well, if you're good, that's good because it's shot time because you've both done our number threes.
Yeah. I can't remember if I took the shot. I'll do it.
It's
again.
the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the
Do you know
kitchen.
remember he had
Now
that
I'm
song Trapped in the
rolling it.
Closet?
I got every man in
You
here
know what? I
wishing.
thought of this joke. To share on this podcast. He had that whole collection of Trapped in the Closet, part 1, 2, and 3, and what have you.
What, in South Park was a great episode. I'm
Now-
not in the
now-
closet.
Now he's trapped in the prison.
Yep.
I need to get a wet.
You need to talk to your missus about Michael Jackson, but then again, she'll come around eventually.
Bro,
And if she doesn't, just ask you this question: would you send her kids to Michael Jackson?
knowing her, she'll say yes. I'm just not.
Oh, well, then you have a problem as a father to be, my friend.
I don't even want to get into it, but yeah.
I don't think you should.
Tam has views, and I try not to. Anyway, we'll talk about that.
As I said, I didn't know she supported pedophiles. We'll talk about it next
We
time.
will talk about this in between the 2 pod or post pods. Because yes, guys, Tucky and Frank, there will be a weirdly drunk, even though we won't be drinking,
Wrestling
reaction. Yeah.
You're
Right.
number two. You're number 2.
The punt from earlier, Collateral.
It's fucking brilliant. It is fucking brilliant. I rewatched this before starting work today. I forgot how much I love this film. And the ignorant shit I hear with this is, Jamie Foxx steal this movie. No, he does not. This is Tom Cruise at one of his best.
Do you know? So I would give him level pegging because it's that great. You know where Jamie is supposed to be. I will give it level pegging because you know what people say he steals it because he's meant to be the supporting actor, but he's fucking awesome in it, and that's why I will agree.
I don't think he is a supporting actor. They're co-leads.
Yeah, they're co-leads. That's the thing, but people saw it as that, and that's why they will say Jamie stole it because it's that. And the reason people will, and I'll tell you why people will say this, right, is because people was like, Tom Cruise is playing the villain. It's fucking amazing. And I'm going to quote Den here. Hopefully he's still here with us. I've not seen a comment in a while.
I think he's working, and I think he might have left, but carry on.
It's the point where everyone will say, like, Collateral, Tom Cruise for the villain as the first time. He was the villain in Interview with a Vampire as well. Let's not take that as an understatement.
What's he?
He goes darker. Like, I can't remember Brad Pitt's character's name.
You know what? I'll give it to you.
But
Just
you
for
know
the
what I'm
sake.
saying? Like, Brad Pitt's character finds a conscience like, this is not right. Well, the stats stay.
Listen, it's the Die Hard is a Christmas movie argument, but ultimately you are
But
correct.
do you get what I'm saying? Like, where Brad Pitt's character finds a conscience, the stat remains the vampire. Like, this is vampire shit. Kind
Well,
of thing, you know?
I'd go under the belief that Brad Pitt never fully embraces vampirism. That's what fucks him up so much, is that he has an existential crisis, essentially.
Yeah.
I'd agree with you. Tom Cruise
But,
is
yeah,
the villain
but-
in Interview with the Vampire. I'd
But
respect.
that's the thing. It's one
Drunk
of those
and all,
moments
respect.
where it's one of those moments where it really gets to you. You know, like it's like he is the villain, and he plays it so well. He is so, and it's cool, calm, and collected.
So much. And it's
cool, calm, and
witty.
collected.
That's what I love. It's like 100,000 people were killed in one night in Rwanda. What the fuck you talking about, man? I don't know any Rwandans. Do you know the guy who I just threw out the window?
Yeah,
It's
Exactly.
brilliant.
yeah. It's fucking amazing in this film.
I'd like to see Tom Cruise do this more,
Yeah.
especially now that he's, got a little bit older. I would love to see Tom Cruise
You
enter the
could
sort of, I
legitimately
guess,
do
autumn
Collateral
of his career as a villain. Tom
You
Cruise
could
is a
legitimately
James
do
Bond villain.
Collateral too, where he's just.
Work
It
with me.
doesn't have to be the same story, but just where
Work
he
with
is
me.
the villain.
Work with me.
Hmm?
Tom Cruise is a James Bond villain.
Yeah, I could work with
Fuck
that.
yeah.
That would be amazing. That would be good.
Mm-hmm. Everyone be like, oh, it's Ethan Hunt versus James Bond. It's like, no. This ain't Ethan Hunt. He's gone bad.
Yeah, he could be a Blofeld.
No. Alec Trevelyan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You trumped me there, bro. You trumped me there. Right.
We might hear this back in like a few days when we re-listen to this episode and go, what the fuck? This is a terrible idea. This might just be a drunk thing where we're like, Tom Cruise is Alec Trevelyan, bro.
He's gone from Kozak to American.
Francis Lalonde, brilliant. Tom Cruise is Bond villain. I will fuck you up. So good. Why don't you
You know the
take
other bit
that vodka martini
when he
and go and
feels he's
fuck
finally
yourself?
you know when he feels like he's finally got Bond jumping on the sofa. I've got you, Mr. Bond.
Very good. Republic Productions. Let me just answer your question here. I do play video games, both Switch much less often, but PlayStation 5 got one up there right above my TV.
Oh, Gavin.
Republic Productions. If you do want to know it, if you are on PlayStation, my PlayStation ID is
Daddy
in
Goo.
chat right now.
So here's something, because guys,
Add me. We can play online together. Carry on.
There is a trifecta. Oh shit. I feel like such a dumbass right now, but it's alcohol.
Trifecta is a very good word. Go with that.
Trifecta is good, but what's the thing that Ariel's
A
dad
trilogy?
Yes, no, not that. Ariel's dad and Aquaman carry. What the fuck is that thing called?
I know exactly what it is, but I want to see you suffer here, so carry on.
Oh, fuck it. I'm not gonna remember it.
Is it a fault?
It's not a fork. It's not a fork. Trident. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, God. But yeah, the trident or the trifecta.
The thing that Ariel's dad had. Is it again? Is it fucking gold?
The trident or the trifecta of the Silver Screen Dudes is films, wrestling, and video games.
You got it.
We done a few streams, 2 to be fair, of video games, but it might be coming back. And Gavin, because you kicked it off, I do say Gavin kicked it off. I have created a new PlayStation account, and what is my username? I'm with AJ. So yeah, if you guys want to follow,
should I add you? I'm just gonna go onto the PlayStation app now and add you.
You can add me. There is the other one, which I will. No one will ever see me, but if you ever want to follow us when we do our Twitches and StreamYard, streams, Facebook and YouTube, that will be a thing. I'm with AJ, so feel free to add me, guys, and we can potentially play together.
Is Spider-Man your thingy?
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Spider-Man your avatar? Yes.
Yes. I believe it is.
I've just added you.
Yeah, I'm with AJ.
Zero trophies, I see, AJ. You need
Bro,
to
I
be
haven't
better.
started. No, because it's for streaming. There is my personal account which has trophies, and now I've created the I'm with AJ.
How many platinums does it have?
No, nothing. Oh God, no, I've not platinum anything, if I'm honest. But I'm with AJ is basically I created I'm with AJ because I thought you guys can just follow me on any gaming journey. So like 2K22, where I'm like banging out all the trophies. You will see me on this journey, getting any first trophy. Like, this is it. This is the game. There is a GTA 5 idea I have, but it can't happen just yet.
I have got an idea because I've become a trophy whore since I've bought the PlayStation 5. I have just mapped out how to potentially get a platinum every week for the next 12 to 15 weeks.
I still call it an episode of Players Network Trophy Hunters. Platinum
no hunter in this. Whore. Trophy whore. I'm a complete fucking whore. There's no hunting going on here, mate. I'm a whore. I'm a complete whore. Since I've discovered the PlayStation 5. You remember opening day, I got that thing, I fucking hooked it up, Astro's Playroom, which is free, and I got the platinum in one fucking night.
PS5 users, I need you guys to jump in here. Have you played Astro's Playhouse? Because I was shocked how many people haven't played it yet.
It's mental to me. It's still one of the best things on PS5.
I thought people had played it. Like, I played it on my brother's PS5 before I got my PS5.
No one's played it.
How many of you have actually played Astro's Playroom?
Like nobody. Right. Even in our group, like Nate hasn't played it. Your brother hasn't played it. Zane hasn't played it.
No, Nate has played it. Nate has played it. I don't think Zane has.
Nate.
Oh, Nate. I thought you said my brother played it.
No. Your nephew.
Nephew. Yeah. Right.
And Republic Productions. No, I'm not a PC gamer, I'm afraid. PS5 and Nintendo Switch.
Like, I realized, like, some of the mods people do with GTA 5, like, in GTA 5, you have to stop to fill up on petrol. Like, they've modded.
You think that's impressive? You should see the mods they do on Skyrim. Holy shit. So is that your number 2, Collateral?
No, my number... Oh, fuck, where are we at?
What's your number 2?
Yeah, it is my number 2. It is my number 2, yeah.
What the fuck? My number 2, Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. How the fuck you put this so low? This film,
No, bro, because
it's so
Minority
good.
Report, Collateral, and my number 1, I have a lot of love for. A lot of love for.
Oh, well, the pun. Okay, I know what your number 1 is then. Okay. I get it. How happy are you that I told you after so long to watch this fucking film?
Fucking awesome. Yeah. When you was like,
It's so good. It is.
When I finally got around to it, I was like, this is a fucking ride along.
Not only do I think is this one of possibly, I'd have to think hard on this one. It's possibly the best sci-fi movie of the 21st century. Possibly.
It is the best. You shouldn't call it this, but I'm going to call it this. How can you refer to it as one movie for it, but say it's the best of it? It's the best Groundhog Day movie as well.
Oh, it is. It fucking is.
Do you know what I mean? How can you call it a Groundhog Day movie?
Well, I'd go so far. This is a big one, but I would go so far as to say that this is in my top 10 sci-fi movies of all time. There's no easily about it, my friend. That's some hollowed ground you're walking on there when you talk greatest sci-fi of all time. But I fucking love this film.
Fucking awesome.
You know, you're to go a top 10, you're keeping company with the likes of fucking Predator, Alien, Terminator.
Yeah.
Like, this is hollowed ground you're walking on here when you talk top 10 sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
Some people would say Star Wars. They would be wrong.
Fantasy, not sci-fi.
Thank you. You have learned, my young Padawan. I appreciate you.
Fuck you. I don't have the energy for the argument. That's why I always go with it.
There's no argument. The Force isn't sci-fi. It's fucking fantasy. If the Force is fucking sci-fi, then Gandalf the Grey is sci-fi. It's fucking space magic. There's no sci-fi involved in it.
Do you know what I always say? I say sci-fi is a byproduct of fantasy, and that's
no,
why
it's not.
I'm not going to get into this right now because we're 2:25 though. We're 2:25. It's 11:10 in the UK, and we're probably going to do a second podcast. That's why I'm not going to argue this right now.
Reality of the future beyond reality. That's the distinction.
Cool.
Yeah, Francis Long, quite right. 2001: A Space Odyssey. That's the fucking top 10 territory you're talking about here. Like, this is deep to put something. Is Edge of Tomorrow Emily Blunt's best movie? Ooh.
She was pretty awesome. I mean, she's not the star, she was pretty awesome in Devil Wears Prada.
Co-lead.
She was
in what?
Devil Wears Prada. She was fucking awesome.
I love the fact that you pulled Devil Wears Prada because it's a great film. I would have pulled A Quiet Place.
Yet to be seen, so I need to keep my mouth fucking quiet.
Whoa!
That does not count as a shot, guys, because it's not.
Shut.
Oh,
so 6 degrees of separation. Are you actually doing it? But we're about to shot anyway. It's our top 2 movies.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Okay.
See, Gavin, now you fucked me up here, Gavin. I would put Force Awakens as one of my top sci-fi of the 21st century.
We didn't say, I mean, yeah.
It's not sci-fi.
The argument continues. Right, where are we now? I've just taken a shot.
I need to do my number 2 shot.
I've just done it. I can't do double shot. Oh, fuck it.
You don't have to, bro. I'm not. You literally don't have to.
I'll do half a shot because, yeah.
Republic Productions, you behave. The Force Awakens is not shit.
Do you know what's weird about The Force Awakens? It's my New Hope. Because I knew what was coming with New Hope, The Force Awakens was like my first time viewing, and that's why I love it. And Force Awakens is awesome to me. Right. So that was our
Republic Productions. You guys should have a Discord server. I can set it up for if you want. That's really kind of you to offer that. My issue with Public Productions is I need to understand what the fuck Discord is before I get involved with it. Like, I don't actually know what it's used for because people are like, it's to chat. I'm like, well, live chat.
Here, we're ready. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm of the same ilk on
that. Andy Hart be like, AJ, you didn't know about the Tom Cruise cameo in A Quiet Place?
Fuck off. Fuck off. I will not.
It was definitely there.
Andy, you really hate me. Why would you potentially try that?
It was
What have I done
definitely
to you,
that.
Andy?
I love you, Andy, bro. AJ, what is your worst?
So I knew you were gonna. There's two reasons why I done this. One, I knew you were gonna quote the Mummy, and number two,
Spoiler.
I've only gone halfway in that movie. I gave up on that movie because of how bad it was. There was another film that I thought needs to be mentioned. Because, excuse me. Shit.
That was amazing. Is it
That was not predicted. Like I would have muted myself.
fucking awesome?
Another one that falls under worst category because the Mummy's the only. Like I knew that was coming.
Oh,
Oblivion.
really?
Bro, I thought that film. It caught me at one point.
He's
It caught me at one point. I was like, okay, I like where this is going. And then when I started to realize that he's been cloned and shit, I was like, nah, you lost me. I really got to a point where I was like, this isn't for me. And I'm not saying it ultimately sucked, but it wasn't great. And I knew that the Mummy was going to be there, and I thought, let's just switch it up a bit.
Fair enough.
Yes,
Fair enough. We want to bring some diversity.
Yeah, the Mummy is worse, but if I had to do a second worst, and I know some people will quote War of the World, but second worst, I just couldn't do Oblivion. Where I can appreciate War of the Worlds, and I'm like, it differs immensely from the original.
I like
This
Oblivion,
just felt like
man.
fuck.
Okay.
Huh?
We might be having a hippocampus thing here, but I like Oblivion.
I wasn't overly fond. I just found it weak where like the grand person who they report to was just essentially a robot who managed to look like a person. Do you know what it felt like? It felt like a weak...
T2.
What do you mean?
Robot looks like a person.
I get that, but it was like like the way it decepted people. I get it. Whereas the Terminator would just kill, and you're like, this is a fucked up person. This felt weird. It just felt really weak to me as a movie. It also felt like, I don't know, the fact that he was cloned just felt weak to me. I didn't hate the movie, but it just wasn't great.
Question: is this just for this movie, or are you not a fan of like? Because I don't think I've ever asked you this. Are you not such a fan of like cloning in general? Like the concept of cloning is not something that resonates with you in movies?
No, I don't mind it because
because you like Moon, you like, innit?
What?
Moon, you liked,
Moon,
didn't you, with Sam Rockwell?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Jesus.
The other one was The Island. Was it The Island with?
Oh Jesus, that Michael Bay piece of shit with Ewan McGregor.
It didn't bother me. Like I can watch it and I'm like, I get where you're going, but like you get what I'm saying. Some clone movies don't bug me. I don't mind the cloning. I just felt it wasn't the angle I needed to take on it. At one point, it was time travel. Then I realized he was cloned, and then it was
Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, and then it was that ending. I thought it was so predictable. I was like, oh, of course, that's the way you went.
I think we've had another Veers moment here because I didn't see the ending coming.
Put it this way, it was one of those things that I saw it coming. It's like, you didn't kill yourself, essentially. Whether it was time travel or cloning, I wasn't sure at the time when I saw it, but he tied the guy up. And then it's like he sacrificed himself to kill that moonland, that whatever it was over there. And then it was like, of course, she's going to see the other version of him because it's going to be revealed and he's converted himself. You know what it was? Do you know what it reminded me of as well? You know when Buzz Lightyear met Buzz in Toy Story 3? And he's like, oh, God. It felt like that to me as well.
Tell me I wasn't this deluded, but that was Toy Story 2.
2. Thank you. Alcohol. Yes.
I know. You're going to have to do a few other shots here because some movies have just been mentioned. I'm with you, Andy. Oblivion is really good. I'm completely with you. Gavin, man, you're going to throw up the hashtag I'm with AJ. Unpopular opinion. I've never rated In You Hope. I liked it, but never put it up there with my favorite Star Wars. AJ?
Gavin.
You and Gavin are like brothers in disguise, my man. But AJ, it's time to take a shot because Frank Torres says Vanilla Sky is my worst, and I know for a fact you ain't seen that.
I've seen part of it. But fuck it. I'll take the shot.
No. You're allowed. If you've seen part of it, you're allowed. I'll allow it. Francis Lance's War of the Worlds, my pick for worst.
I've seen it. Do you know the funny thing? Where people hated it, I didn't mind it. I know some people hated Dakota Fanning. I didn't mind War of the Worlds.
I don't get that. It's like, let's identify what's wrong with the movie and blame it on the woman. It's like, no, the movie just wasn't very good. It's not Dakota Fanning's fucking fault.
It totally bugged me. I've watched War of the Worlds a few times. It's not top 10 for me, but I don't hate War of the Worlds.
It's just War of the World. I say this every week. For the wrestling fans, you'll know what I mean. It's Monday Night Raw. Most of the time, it's shit. Sometimes it's okay, and it's just there. Guys, before I reveal my worst, which AJ has kind of done for me already, please drop your Rushmore below. I want in the comments now. Republic Productions, Andy, Frank, Gavin, Francis. Who else am I missing? Everyone.
Bro,
drop.
Before you reveal your worst as well. We're doing the next podcast right after, yeah, the wrestling podcast.
We are.
I'm doing this for Tucky and Frank. I'm gonna create the link now. I've already done the image, so I'm just gonna create I might even word it.
Create the link now while I'm doing my worst.
Cool,
but guys, yeah, please drop your Rushmores below. I want to hear what your top 4 are, so we can kind of have our final thought influenced a bit. But yeah, drop your Rushmores below, and for the wrestling fans amongst you, right after this podcast, AJ and I are going to do our recap of Money in the Bank. Which is it's only going to be about 20-30 minutes, but Frank, Tucky, you guys might want to get on that. And in the meantime, and if you are not familiar with what we're talking about, whether you be Live Squad, Pod Squad, VOD Squad, Ministry of Wrestling on YouTube. So you can head over there right after the show. And if you're listening on podcast, Ministry of Wrestling on podcast. Where there's
Do you know what, guys? If I can ask a small favor, just because it helps us, even if you're not a wrestling fan, can you just subscribe? You don't need to put the alert for it, but just subscribe just to help build the numbers. If you love Nico and AJ.
And you can also buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com.
Exactly. Well, right.
Right, guys, my worst. I think this is so far and above Tom Cruise's worst film. It's actually fucking ridiculous. It's The Mummy. This film is an absolute. It is a steaming pile of shit. Now, what's really fucking frustrating with this is that, be it the old Hammer movies, which did The Mummy, and be it the Brendan Fraser movies, I really like The Mummy as this kind of, universal monster. I think it's a cool concept. I'm a bit of an Egyptophile, same as I am a Japanophile. I love Egyptian history and Egyptian culture. That shit fascinates me. The idea of creating a mummy monster, sold on it like a car bonnet. That was proper Essex of me to say that. Jesus. Fucking hell. On it like a car bonnet, darling. Know what I mean? Ooh, fucking Essex. Love you all, Towie. But this missed the point so hard because this was such. What's interesting is that I believe Peter Berg directed this. Now, Peter Berg is responsible for doing some good fucking movies. Like what was that Jake Gyllenhaal one, which where he's the marathon runner who loses his legs in that Boston Attack?
Yeah, that's something deep shit, man.
Yeah, Peter Berg did that. The Deepwater Horizon. I'm pretty sure that was Peter Berg. Like Peter Berg's a good fucking director, and he did this. I was like, what the fuck? What is this? What a good director, good actor? Fucking Russell Crowe's in this. I'm like, really good actor. I'm like, how did this go so wrong? The answer is really simple, because they wanted to jump on Marvel are making a universe. We should make a universe. It's like, yes, but to make a universe.
I nearly uploaded the picture. The part that kills me the most.
They had everything mapped out, didn't they?
The part that kills me the most about this monster universe, and it failed so badly at the starting point, is where they took the picture of all the actors sitting together like, yes, here we are. We're ready for the monsters universe. It didn't pass the fucking start line.
It really didn't. It really did. And what frustrates me is that you look at that cast of characters, the likes of Johnny Depp, Innocent, Javier Bardem, Sofia Boutella, Russell fucking Crowe. Like, these are not small actors. Like, they've gone for literally the creme de la creme here, man.
Yeah.
I mean, just cast fucking Daniel Day-Lewis as Dracula, and you've got the best of the best, essentially.
Yeah.
By the way,
Echelon.
that is an awesome bit of casting.
That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool.
I'm gonna dead off the shoulder there to myself because fucking Daniel Day-Lewis is Dracula. Jesus Christ, that works. I'll take that bump. Woo, 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 woo. Got us. I drink your blood. Ah.
He would fucking own that.
He would be awesome as Dracula, you know. Fucking Daniel Day. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, thank you, Gavin Mann. Patriots Day, exactly. That was the one I was looking for. Thank you, sir. But yeah, they had so much.
Good movie.
No, Patriots Day was that one with Gyllenhaal where he lost his legs.
Oh yeah. Fucking hell. That's to tell you how fucked I am.
But see, Frank Torres, you say The Mummy was just another League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I disagree because I actually quite enjoyed the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
It is something there. The execution wasn't great. The production values on it weren't great, but there was something there. This was dead.
Movie, man.
This was fucking dead. This was dead. It's
that was the other thing. It's like I'm part way on The Mummy because I gave up on it. Like I don't.
What's the point of it? It's like instead of just focusing, kind of like the Brendan Fraser movie did, because mad to say that in a world of Brendan Fraser versus Tom Cruise, the Brendan Fraser movie's better.
Yeah, that's weird. It's not often you'll say that, but this time you can.
But it's facts. That first Brendan Fraser Mummy movie is a good film. I won't hear otherwise. It toys a bit with being a B movie and a bit, it goes a bit from being horror to comedy and comedy to horror. Sure, but it's fun. The Tom Cruise Mummy is just terrible.
The Mummy and the Mummy 2, I have a lot of love for. Anything after
the Mummy 2, I've got no time for. It's just the Mummy for me. But I don't know how you can fuck this up as badly as you did. And that for me is why I'm like, the Mummy, hands down the worst. And it enters that Power Rangers territory, doesn't it? It's like, well, you set up a sequel. Where's the sequel at?
Yeah.
Although, have you heard Sabana talking about doing a Power Rangers sequel now? I'm just here going, please.
Again, it's one of those things. Tommy Oliver needs to be. It's always a story. Always a story.
Who gives a fuck about the Red Ranger versus the Green Ranger? Right, mate. We've done both our worst, so drink a clock.
What time?
Bottoms up.
Sorry, it's taking me a while to pour, guys. I am fucked. I'm not gonna puke.
Bro, like when you consider I had a full bottle before, like I haven't been doing sissy shots.
I'm going to appreciate this wrestling podcast because it's going to give me a chance to sober up.
Andy Hart, my man's with me. Not a big fan of Daniel Day-Lewis as you pair. Mostly me. AJ's not as massive a mark as I am, but he would be amazing as Dracula. He really fucking would.
He would be.
Day-Lewis as Dracula, man. Oof. I amaze myself sometimes.
Better than, what was his face? I can't remember his full name. Dominic Purcell in fucking Blade Trinity, a film.
Oh dear.
I cannot finish that fucking film. Absolute shit.
Nor should you.
Sorry,
Your best. You're number one, but we know what it is.
Yeah, it's the one I had to punt you on. And I agree. The reason why some people wouldn't put this as the number one, because it's Dustin Hoffman over Tom, like all day long. I get it. But
no, that's not my reasoning.
No, for me, it is what it is.
I actually think Tom is, in a less obvious way, I think he's on par with Dustin in this film. We'll talk about it now. Let's go.
Let's do it. Rain Man. Do you know what's really weird with Rain Man? And I'm going to just call it before we get into the discussion, right?
Guys, more Rushmores, by the way. Yeah, give me your Rushmores if you haven't already.
My parents have Rain Man as a VHS. And it was there forever on our shelf. And randomly, it was just there forever, like legit forever. Me and my sister always saw it, and I was like, let's give this film a shot. Like, why have we never watched this film that's just sitting on the shelf? And when I watched it, I absolutely fell in love with this film.
Hmm.
And here's another thing, and call it ignorant as fuck, but I mean, I watched this film as a 13-year-old maybe. I was completely unaware of autism. Completely unaware of autism when I
Fair
watched
enough.
this film. And what it showed me was absolutely eye-opening. It's one of those things, and there's autism in my family, like partial. It's not like deep, and it was just and because there is autism in my family, my cousin went to went to a special needs school, and because of that, he obviously had other autistic friends, and the way this film portrays autism is so real. It's so real that
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck me," like. There's something so special and golden about the way Rain Man, aka Raymond, is.
It's wonderful that when he has that
It-
realization, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just absolutely touching. And I've not seen Rain Man in a long time, and I was so tempted to do like you take something like Mission Impossibles again. That could have been number one because it's synonymous with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Top Gun. Okay, it's both of them, but it's there. Even Cocktail. It's like these Tom Cruise movies, but it's the madness. It's the appreciation. It's the love that happens between two brothers. Again, like it's the. Someone asked for this as an episode. The character arc. This is another one that falls in character arc. A guy who was just after an inheritance and builds this bond with his brother. Like, he can't tolerate him at first. It's the way he's just like, "You're here. I'm just trying to make love to my girlfriend and just get what was due to me." And it's the bond. It's like, I'm going to use my brother to outdo the casino. Like, the house always wins, not with my bro, I'm going to make $1 million and a fortune out of it. And it's the appreciation of that bond that finally builds between the brothers. Like, it's not, I didn't cry behind it, but it's fucking heartwarming. It's fucking heartwarming.
You have kind of just hit the nail on the head of why I think people treat Tom Cruise unfairly in this film, because it's very obvious. And I don't mean this patronizingly or condescendingly, but it's very obvious to look at the man who's portraying the one with autism, Raymond, played by Dustin Hoffman, because essentially the role demands more methodology than Tom Cruise's role, just by its very nature. The fact that, I imagine Hoffman being a proper, a proper method actor, has gone to special needs homes, has gone to study autistic people, has gone to really embody what it is to be autistic, and it shows in the performance. It really fucking does, because it's so well done without it never even comes close to being offensive. We were talking about Tropic Thunder earlier. You went full retard. It's like Dustin Hoffman he plays this just like Daniel Day-Lewis, who we were just talking about in My Left Foot.
Yeah.
If you play this wrong, it doesn't only come across as laughable, it's fucking offensive. Like, it's such a risque role to take. And he plays it literally pitch perfect. But by the fact that the role is so demanding, it's almost, and again, I cannot emphasize this enough. I'm not saying this patronizingly. It's very obvious to, be gravitated toward Dustin Hoffman, right? Towards English, Nico. There we go. Get your words out, Mr. Tequila. I think there's a lot of depth and strength in what Tom Cruise is putting on screen. You said it brilliantly, the character arc. The fact that he's got to, while acting alongside Dustin Hoffman, who's got the much more obvious and attractive role, which he does, to portray a character who's estranged from his father, who feels hard done by, while feeling hard done by, and this is the strange dichotomy, while feeling hard done by, being very fucking entitled. That was something I thought he balanced so well. It's like, so you have been hard done by because your dad's done you dirty. But yet, while we're meant to feel sorry for you, we're also meant to think you're a bit of a prick because you act entitled as fuck, right? It's like someone has a car crash and you instantly blame the other person instead of being like, well, what have I done wrong here? You know, silly example, but you get what I'm saying. And yet, while dealing with that, I like you, but I can't. No, not I like you because you never really like him. I feel for you, but I also think you're kind of a jagoff.
Yeah.
While dealing with that, you also have to look at him as a human and be like, this is tragic. The fact that this man never even knew he had a brother. How fucking devastating. And forget devastating. How life-changing must that be for someone to find out after 30 years living on the planet that, sorry, what? I have a fucking brother? And it's like, not only do I have a brother, that dad who made me the jagoff I am when he was like not there for me, it's this brother who I wasn't even emotionally aware of who supported me. Like, I think it's so much depth to what Tom Cruise does in this movie. So why is it my number 10? Why am I singing its praises so hard given that it's my number 10? Here's why. I watched it when you first mentioned it, AJ, back in season 2, and I loved it. I think when I watched it for the first time, much like I'm preaching now, I was completely drawn into the performance that is Dustin Hoffman. This time, because of the nature of the list, which is let's focus on Tom Cruise, and I focused on Tom Cruise, I found something, and this is why the Movie Mount Rushmore podcast, I think, is wonderful for us to learn and look at movies in a different way, right? I noticed something that I didn't see the first time, and that is, oh, you're going to hate me for this because you may agree with me, actually. You remember in the Big Bang Theory when they did the whole Indiana Jones thing and they said that basically he's irrelevant to the story of Raiders of the Lost Ark? And you're like, oh, fuck, yeah, shit, it's actually true. If this story never happened, Tom Cruise's character is exactly the same at the beginning and at the end. He's without a brother. He's without a resolution. He's carrying the same grief. Nothing's changed because the brother ultimately chooses to go back to the home. His life, though he's discovered he has a brother, the actuality of his life is identical to what it is at the beginning of the movie, plus a car.
Yeah.
And that left me from Tom Cruise's point of view. I looked at that going, because I'm obviously looking at this going, I'm looking at Tom Cruise movies here. I looked at this going, this leaves me feeling cold.
Do you know, it's really funny because it's always been emotional to me, but just rethinking Rain Man, I've not seen Rain Man in a while either. I'm actually getting emotional because of how much that bond was there and where Rain Man decides, I'm going back to the home. Like it's kind
but
of.
It left me. It's not. I mean, listen. If it worked for you that way, wonderful. Then you are winning in this game, right? It didn't work for me, that ending. It made me like. It kind of left me feeling like I did when I watched the Obi-Wan series. I was like, what the fuck was the point then?
No, but it's that thing that
the film just ends. Like it's abrupt. It's like he's going off on the train.
Even though he goes back to the home, he's going to appreciate his brother more. And it's one of those things that like he's again, Rain Man's a bit of a blur to me because it's been a while. But it's like where it went from inheritance, it's like, yeah, fuck the money. Like my brother's more important. Like,
but did it? But did it? That's my question. Did it? That's what left me feeling cold. It's like you wanted your brother, but your brother's gone. What are you left with?
He'll come to me. I was like, he will visit him. There's a new appreciation of life here, and that's what I found kind of warming. And it's been a while since I've seen Rain Man, but yeah, I just love that bond. That is a fromage for me.
That's not fromage. That's class. There's no fromage in this. Don't beat yourself up. There's zero fromage in this. This is good filmmaking.
Yeah, it's gold.
Until the last 5 minutes, for me. But it worked differently for you. You interpreted that ending differently. I see Francis Lalonde has interpreted differently. Cruise's redemption via Raymond. listen, there's people who are seeing this differently to me, and you guys win at life.
Yeah.
I say this all the time. If you are getting the satisfaction that the movie intended, you win. And I'm jealous that I haven't got that.
Yeah.
That's
I get
that's
it. I
why
get
it
it.
was-
I
that's
get
why it
what you're
was my
saying.
10.
I get what you're saying, but yeah. Stuff just hit differently. Stuff
Yeah.
just hit differently.
Yeah,
It is
and
what it
there's
is.
nothing wrong with this movie. Like, the movie's fucking great. Like I said that when I announced it at 10, I'm like, this movie is fucking great. I legitimately don't think in these 10 very different Tom Cruise movies I've mentioned, I don't think I've mentioned a shit movie.
Yeah.
Like, they're all fucking good. They are all fucking good. Kmart sucks, Francis Lone. Love that. Frank Torres, will Tom Cruise ever win an Oscar? That is a very good question. I think he needs to branch out more.
It's funny because, like, if he continues with them, I mean, there's only one more to go. Well, two more because it's not been released yet.
MIs.
MIs, yeah. Like Tom can do depth. He can do depth, and he does it well.
He's got it.
I would like to see that one day. He
Tom, I think, needs to work with one of the great artisanal directors. I think he needs to work with someone like he did in Magnolia. He needs to work with a Paul Thomas Anderson. He needs to work with a Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
He needs to work with. He's not going to get it with one of the blockbuster directors. David O. Russell, maybe someone like that. You know, if someone like, David O. Russell's a fucking shout. If someone like David O. Russell directed him the way he directed Bale in something like The Fighter, then yes.
Yeah.
It's all about it's all about the project and about the director. Because ultimately, this is this is what makes me laugh is when you get people being nominated for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor, but then the director doesn't get a nomination. I'm like, how the fuck does that make sense?
I don't mean
the director's literally there to get the performance out of the actor. How the fuck have you come to that conclusion? That's where the Oscars fall a bit flat for me. But anyway, look, do I think Tom has, to rephrase the question a bit, does Tom have the chops to do it? Yes. He's not made bad career choices. He's one of the biggest, if not the biggest movie star in the world. But he needs to do what DiCaprio did. You know, he needs to work with Scorsese. He needs to work with people of that caliber. And I maintain Spielberg is the best director of all time, but he is still a blockbuster director. Yes, he needs to work with a lower range kind of artisanal director. Then I think Tom has then I think lead, no. Weirdly, I see Tom in something like Collateral, playing a supporting villain or something, and just knocking it out the park. I think there Tom could. Yeah, good question, Frank. I think Tom could get a best supporting actor there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm looking at? Because I know you always handle the comments. This is
short time, by the way.
I know. Before I do, I'm going to get a statement out. Like, I appreciate the fact, like, I know you always handle the comments. Every now and again, I click the button for comments and I go back and it's there. Since the last time I checked the comments, can you believe? You wouldn't see this and you wouldn't believe it. Can you guess how many comments there are since I last looked at the comments?
100?
Bro, are you ready for this?
Tell me.
Since the last time I checked the comments, 334.
Jesus fucking Christ.
334 comments. Guys,
I
we
love
love
you,
you.
Silver Screen
We
dudes.
love
I
you.
absolutely fucking love you, Silver Screen dudes. Same people tuning in every week, giving us their time on a Tuesday night. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Gavin Mann. Given Michael Jackson R. Kelly comments earlier, thoughts on David O. Russell's actions involving niece? No comment, Gavin.
This, so
I'm not aware of this. I will have to look into this. I really hope that that scares me because shit, I love David O. Russell. I'm gonna have to pull a Tammy here and plead the fifth.
the veto to wrong accusation, like to being a wrong, and I'm gonna veto his crimes. Yeah.
Andy, he worked with Scorsese. Remind me, Andy Hart, which I'm drawing a blank here. Tom Cruise, Scorsese, what movie?
I can't think of it.
I'm drawing an absolute blank here, Andy. You're going to have to help me. Oh, Jesus. Sorry for the burp, guys. Cool. My number one then, AJ.
Go for it, bro.
I am shocked. This is my number one. Absolutely shocked.
I'm gonna draw for the fucking shot right now.
Bro, it's Top Gun Maverick. It's Top Gun Maverick. I can't believe this film. I've been to
I'm
see
just taking
this.
the shot while the picture.
I know, I've seen it. I got you. I've been to see this opening night with my friend Louis. Louis, who's been on the show with us to discuss Italian movies. I saw it with him opening night. I saw it with my uncle, who's an army guy. And I've got my grandfather who fucking hates Tom Cruise because he doesn't like the Hollywood system, is begging to see this movie with me. And I'm going to go and see it with him again. I cannot believe how well this movie has hit me. Like, it doesn't make sense that, to quote my dear wife, it is literally a movie about men making love to planes, going pew pew. It is. And yet, somehow, beyond all fucking reasoning, with the beautiful homages that they pay to Val Kilmer, mixing in his real life difficulties into the movie, with this great nostalgia act they have, with a super strong list of supporting actors like John Hamm, and with, I'm sorry, like, I've said for years, you've heard me say this, I've called this, and people are going to, it's nothing new now. It's like, no, I called this before he was a thing. AJ, you were there when I said Tom Hardy was going to be big before he was big, and you were there when I said Miles Teller is going to be big before he was big.
Yeah.
This is, like, for anyone who is in doubt about Miles Teller, I'd say it's just because you haven't seen his other movies. But if for the public sphere, for the public audience, like this, if you were ever in doubt, this is the Miles Teller coming out party. Like, the kid, he's not even a kid at this point anymore, but he is so fucking good in this film. It's ridiculous. Like, this is a fucking action movie with jet fighters, and yet I would treat this the way I treated Jurassic Park and Guardians of the Galaxy. I would be happy to see this movie every weekend in the cinema until it's gone. I adore this film. I cannot fault it. Like, legitimately, were we scoring, the only thing I could think of to put as a negative would be like, well, it's not got much depth. That's it.
No.
But based on the fact that I, as a pundit, one is evaluating what is on screen, not what one wishes was on screen. Toxic Star Wars fans, that one goes out to you. Evaluate what you're given, not what you wish you had. The movie's fucking flawless. It is flawless.
Interesting. I do really want to see it. It's just one of those things that I want the missus to see Top Gun first, and then we'll go for Maverick. I know you said it in your review. You don't have to see one to see the other.
You don't.
It's just the way I'd prefer to do it.
It's... Bro, the more I think about it, this is my film of the year. I prefer this to The Northman. I prefer this to The Batman. This is the bar for me. I have not had this good a time in the cinema for a long fucking time. It's sensational. And I mean, my uncle and I, this is what really made me so happy, because, you know, my uncle, he used to jump out of planes. He was he was RPMA guy, you know, parachute, paramilitary. There were these jet scenes he was looking at. I heard him giggling next to me, going, "Oh, fucking hell!" You know, it's the fact that they got the actors in these planes pulling at this G-force, and that there's no CG involved. It's like, it's magic. This is a deep pull here, but like the way Spielberg had us believing in dinosaurs, like I believe the fucking Tom Cruise and Miles Teller were in planes pulling 10 Gs here. It's like, this is cinema. These are the cinema moments where you want to be in that big screen. This is why streaming is never going to overtake cinema, because fuck Netflix, Prime, and Disney Plus. You can't put shit like this on a home TV. I want to experience this on a 2,000-inch screen with fucking Atmos Dolby surround sound in a really comfy, nice recliner chair. I don't want to experience this on my home. Yeah, I mean, look, I got a pretty fucking nice TV here, all 67 fucking inches of it. But like, I don't want, even on my massive TV, I want this on a giant screen. Like, this is what movies like this are what cinema was made for. And it makes me happy that they're still making movies like this. And it makes me happy that this was so fucking good, given how long we waited for it. Like, bro, I cannot stress this to you enough. This film is so fucking good. It has no business being this good.
You know, it's funny when you talk about waiting for it, because normally the sequels fucking suck. And like
so much.
This is a real shout out to Coming to America. What a heap of shit. What an absolute heap of shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
It is.
Is that
right? Let's read out some comments. RJ Skarenki, who I don't think, but thank you for joining us early, who I don't think is stuck with us for the 3 hours. RJ Skarenki says, my top 10 faves of Tom Cruise, the first 6 Mission Impossibles, Top Gun 1 and 2, and Edge of Tomorrow. That's 9, but that's fair. Republic Productions, who's going to hate us now. Number 1, Mission Impossible Fallout. Number 2, Edge of Tomorrow. Well, we got the same number 2, bro. Francis Lalonde, My Rushmore, Top Gun, Tropic Thunder. Yes, Francis, I love you for that. Last Samurai, Minority Report.
I get that. Minority Report is fucking awesome.
It is awesome. Gavin, man. My Scientology movie, Wink, The Last Samurai, Rain Man, and Legend.
I haven't finished Legend. I was watching it and it didn't get me as much as I thought it would. I remember watching it, like seeing part of it years ago with my cousin. And I was like, let me watch the whole film. And it just didn't capture me enough.
Fair. Andy Hart, Eyes Wide Shut, Edge of Tomorrow, Collateral, The Color of Money.
So did I take a shot for Eyes Wide Shut already?
We're doing Rushmores, bro. You don't have to do shots anymore. AJ, stop.
I will do one more. Eyes Wide Shut. It's funny because a lot of people weren't a fan of that film.
Do you know why? Because it's Stanley Kubrick's last film and people were expecting more. Frank Torres says, Risky Business, Jerry Maguire, A Few Good Men, Mission Impossible. That's a good Rushmore. Jesus.
That's fucking awesome.
I'd swap Risky Business out, but otherwise that's a very good Rushmore. Riri Thomas says, my Rushmore, Rain Man, Interview with the Vampire, Collateral, and Mission Impossible 1.
Riri, you have got me. Like, I believe that I could work with that. I think you've sealed the Rushmore already. No offense to anyone else you might say other shit.
I take offense. Where's Edge of Tomorrow?
No. Bro. Riddle style, bro. Like, no, that's
I would swap Collateral for Edge of Tomorrow.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. You wouldn't? I love Collateral, man.
So do I.
It's been
but
a
have
minute.
You seen Edge of Tomorrow? Yeah, I have now.
Okay.
That's a
anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else?
Sorry. Andy Hart says, I went to a midnight screening of Top Gun Maverick to see the first screening. I wasn't disappointed. You're damn right, Andy, my bro. You know it. Billy Mount says, number 1, the Rushmore, Risky Business, Top Gun Maverick, Legend, Cocktail. Interesting. Francis Lawn says, so the time span between Top Gun films didn't hurt at all. Think Avatar can do the same. Okay, this is an interesting discussion. I don't think the time span between the Top Gun films hurt because they wove the time span into the story. I think, and I'm going to go on record saying this now, and bearing in mind I love the Avatar movie. I think it's 5 years too late. Now, that is not to say Avatar 2 isn't going to do $1 billion, because it is. Avatar 2 will be $1 billion movie. People are, that fucking Ferngully movie. Oh, it's Pocahontas in space. Like, oh, I've heard, where have I heard this before? Twilight Boy. I've heard this all shit before, haven't I? People are, I don't like it. People are going to shit on Avatar. You fucking watch in the cinemas and the auditoriums. It's going to be Q. Just like Avatar 1 was. It's not that good, but I'm going to go see it again. It's like,
Guys, I'm not going to turn off my camera, but I just need to lean my head back from it. Just keep talking, bro.
are you suffering?
I'm in a bad place right now.
So to answer your question, Francis, do I think Avatar can do the same? Avatar will make money. It won't make Avatar 1 money. Billy Mountain has a Rushmore for us. Cocktail, Legend, Top Gun. Yeah, Top Gun, Maverick, Risky Business.
I'm shocked at how many people have quoted Legend. Like, Legend just didn't bang for me.
In it, Legend didn't do much for me. Billy Gunn, The Last Airbender. Not that Avatar movie.
Billy Gunn or Billy Mount?
Billy Mount, sorry. Did I say Billy Gunn? Shit. Shit.
2 words for you.
Shit. Francis Long, you're absolutely right. That's the worry. People confuse box office takes with actual film quality. If box office was a reflection of film quality, the Transformers franchise is the best quintology of all time. Fact. But it's not. It sucks because Michael Bay. But yeah. Gavin Man's got a point here. Sounds like Legend should be in the Rushmore.
But
I
again, if you take the silver screen dudes, it hasn't banged for either of us. So should we really do it?
Nope, we shouldn't because it's our podcast.
Yeah.
We've loved we will be influenced, but not manipulated.
Yeah.
Not that you're manipulating us.
And it didn't make either top 10, so it's really weird for it.
AJ, bro, listen, the one I really want to be in there is Edge of Tomorrow. I'll listen to you and debate with you, but that's the one I'm really going to fight.
The only problem with Edge of Tomorrow is that if we're going to do a Tom Cruise sci-fi, that means Minority Report needs to remove it, and I fucking love that film.
I agree. Minority Report should not be there instead of Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, man, that hurts me a lot. I fucking love Minority Report. Yeah, we can be influence screeners, because we're at that point now. Minority Report or Edge of Tomorrow?
Guys, comment down below, please. Minority Report or Edge of Tomorrow. Help. And while
I know
we're
Andy's
waiting...
already got it at number 1, so I know your answer, Andy. But yeah, I'd like to know where.
My man, Andy Hart. So while we're waiting for the sci-fi to be resolved.
I know I look fucked right now, but I am fucked.
While we're waiting for the sci-fi to be resolved, should we just put Collateral in there? Because it's the
Collateral
one.
Well, this is why I need to create the list because I'm gonna need it for now.
Because what?
Huh? No, I need to. What did I say?
I'm gonna need it for now.
Oh fuck! No. I need to. No. Basically, oh fuck!
I love you, mate.
You know where it comes to the point of we're gonna need it for next week. I need to start writing it down. So because when we do, and our top 4 were, yeah, my memory is fucking fucked half the time.
Guys, again, I've got 1 vote for Edge of Tomorrow, 2 votes for Edge of Tomorrow, 1 vote for Minority Report. Keep it coming. Edge of Tomorrow or Minority Report. But we both agree on Collateral being in there.
Yep. Do you know what? If you're going to talk Tom Cruise, let's be honest. It doesn't matter which one it is.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible has to.
You have to. It'd be stupid not to.
Interview?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Or hold on. I just want to know for like disservice reasons.
Mm-hmm.
That is 2 of Tom as the villain. I'm open.
2 of Tom as the villain, 2 of Tom as the hero. So what?
I get that. I'm just open to like, even though I haven't seen it, would anyone want a Top Gun in there? Or here's one. Because it is one of those fucking classics of Tom. Jerry Maguire.
Nah,
Welcome
come on.
to Joint 6. It's a fucking amazing
Exactly,
movie.
joint 6. It didn't even crack top 5 for each of us. Behave.
Interview with a Vampire. Fuck it. I'm good.
Well, we've got 3, so now. Shit, man. No Rain Man, huh?
Oh! Oh, fucked myself. I will give it because I appreciate that most people see it as a Hoffman movie, but fuck me, I fucked myself right there.
No Samurai, no Rain Man. Holy shit.
No Top Gun potentially. No Top Gun either.
No Top Gun. Fuck. Both are number 1s, not in this week.
That is special, isn't it?
That is special.
Time ever we've had a number 1 and we've not batted for it to be like, yeah, it needs to be in there.
That's interesting.
That's mad.
It looks in the comments the Edge of Tomorrow is
I'll take it, guys. I'll take it. I am more Minority Report than Edge of Tomorrow. Not that I hate Edge of Tomorrow, but I am more Minority Report. But
How can you hate Edge of Tomorrow? Not Edge of a Tomorrow, you fucking silly typo wankstain.
Who was that? Just for
That was my iPhone thing.
Oh, okay.
I think we're ready, AJ.
Yeah. Let's do this and let's just seal it. Sorry, guys. I cannot take another shot. I legitimately cannot take another shot.
Are you that gone?
I've not eaten enough today.
Silly
I
boy.
have not eaten enough today.
I'm gonna be
But
interested.
I didn't puke, so about
No, respect. Nah, Andy, come on, man. The Edge of Tomorrow, not Edge of the Tomorrow.
Yeah, the Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah.
The Edge of Tomorrow.
The Interview with the Vampire.
Very good.
What else have we got? The Collateral. Like all of them can work. The Mission Impossible.
The Tropic Thunder.
No, but if you go for the Rushmore,
The Rain Man.
The Collateral, The Mission Impossible, The Interview with the Vampire, The Edge of Tomorrow,
The Few Good Men.
The Cocktail.
The Cocktail. That's the best one, to be fair. The Cocktail.
Who am I talking about? None other than the Jerry Maguire.
The Jerry Maguire.
The
No,
Oblivion. Like,
I've
all
got
of
it.
them work.
I've got it. The Mummy.
Well, yeah, there you go. Top Gun.
Oh, dearie me. Top Gun The Maverick, says Gavin, man. Very good. I love the fact that the and the penis got me. I thought the things now. It's great. The Grease 2, Francis Lalonde. Oh, I love this shit. All right. Let's wrap it up.
Let's do it.
Can I do the voice? Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, the official movie Mount Rushmore of Tom Cruise movies, in no particular order, is...
I'm going to give it all of them a The Collateral. It's my birthday episode.
Our second entry is...
The Mission Impossible.
Not even waiting for the tab. All the teaching in the world today. All the little girls
You know
giving
what?
up the
I
world
feel like
today.
your tap should be a Mission Impossible tap. There we go. The Mission Impossible.
When the good comes to bad, the bad comes to good. But I'm gonna live a life like I should. No other critics want to hit it. The shit can how we did it. Just because they don't get it, but I'll stay fitted. No error committed. Now this red cap gets a rap from his critics. Yeah, boy, I know the lyrics to Limp Bizkit. Our third entry is... I know why you want to hate me.
The Interview with a Vampire.
Our final entry into the movie Mount Rushmore of Tom Cruise movies is... Now I know why you want to hate me.
The Edge of Tomorrow.
That's a fucking good Rushmore, you know.
That's a fucking awesome Rushmore. And that just proves how fucking awesome you are, Tom. Not only because you share a birthday with me, not only because you will stay out with every fucking fan until they brought out that fucking show on Channel 4 and they had the penis as a fucking
The
mic.
penis got him?
Yeah, it was legit. The penis got Tom because since that interview, Tom has not stayed back for every fucking episode. So, Tom, in case when we talk about the penis got you, we're not alluding to anything else aside from the fact that listen to Nico's soundbite about Face Off. Tom, we are going to retweet you once again because we fucking love you, bro. We fucking love you.
Oh my god, I'm extracting that. I've just made a timestamp. The penis got Tom.
It's so true. I gotta remember what the show was. It Balls of Steel? I can't remember.
Balls of Steel and the penis got him. Wow.
But no, legit. Do you remember it? Because they had like a penis as a microphone. I think they squirted it in his face or something. And since then, he's never been.
What the fuck are you doing to me? He squirted the microphone. Oh my god. Carry on.
But something like that. And I remember him going like, "Why would you do that?" And since then, Tom has not been the same. Like I can't remember. It may still happen. And Tom, if I'm wrong, like forgive me. But he's not been that guy who will stay for every fan who's not in the premiere. Like, I remember seeing this shit. Like Tom Cruise would take phone calls from people, you know, to honor him. Like,
well, he didn't show up on our show tonight, so fuck him.
No. Because a retweet may have him watching. So Tom,
Nah, there was no retweet. I've been monitoring.
Oh, guys, I'm fucked.
The penis, I will fuck you up. Thank you, Francis.
Yeah, for the wrestling fans, AJ has tapped out. I'm done.
Can you imagine the penis, like with his two little fun bag, the fun bean bags, like no. Fucking making like Clint Eastwood. Why did the penis get you? Jesus Christ. I think we need to wrap the fuck up because we're not in a good way. But neither of us puked. Gavin Manbro, next week's topic. If AJ can make it, because I think AJ may be spewing at the moment. We got him, people. We got him.
I'm not spewing.
Yeah. Oh god, the penis, I will fuck you up. And hashtag I'm with wanker. Very good. Very good. I love it. Where were we? Next week's topic. That was where we were. Very weird one. The top 10 actor injuries you actually see on screen. And by that, I mean actors who, while staying in character, got injured, and that made it into the movie.
Into the movie.
It's a madness. The things actors will do for their moment of fame. Breathe, AJ, breathe.
I'm so looking forward to the wrestling. I was going to say wrestling Rushmore.
Frank Torres, Tucky, if y'all are still here, head on over to Ministry of Wrestling now. We're about to jump over there. This is going to be a great show.
It's going to be a great show. I'm gonna post a link for anyone who just wants to see how much I can do while fucked. I'm gonna post a YouTube link because most people tend to be YouTube, so fuck it, we'll do that.
Oh shit!
No, not private chat, normal chat. That's the one.
Normal chat. That would be the one.
Oh, fuck it. What the hell? Oh shit!
Sort it out, AJ.
No. My computer fucked up on me there, right there. It wasn't me.
Probably after spilling all that fucking Uncle Fuck You up on it.
me and my computer have both done a Drunk Rushmore. Right, there it is, guys.
Computer be like, the penis got me.
I think it's the Cavossier, Comfort, and Rosé got me. But yeah.
There was no porn tonight. Maybe we did something wrong.
Hmm?
There was no porn tonight. I think we did something wrong in the algorithm.
The porn has finally got it that we will forever block them. So fuck
No,
you.
that's annoying me. I like it when we have the porn because it means that we're obviously doing something right as far as search engine optimization is concerned. There was no porn tonight. Where was the porn? Someone share some porn links.
The porn didn't get us this time.
The porn, the penis remains unfazed. Right?
And to quote the porn one more time, why would you ruin a good scene?
Why would you ruin a good scene?
The penis got me on that time.
Oh my god, AJ, should we end it there?
Yeah,
Fucking
okay, guys. So
hell.
once again, well, it's not once again for this first part. At We Love Movies, at Movie Polls for You, because what's happened, we, the Silver Screen Dudes, have just created the movie Mount Rushmore, the 4 quintessential Tom Cruise movies that need to be seen. Now it's over to you. Francis has just put the skin game. I can't even click the button right now because I'm fucked.
No
But
way.
yeah, I'm fucked.
The foreskin game.
I am fucked. But guys, please head on over to Movie Polls for You. We Love Movies. Good old JT. And Movie MT Rushmore, because you have to now take the challenge for the best of the best of the best of the best. To quote Andy, who's here, and Highlander, in the end, there can be only one. You have to vote for the absolute best Tom Cruise movie. Yeah, just go for the vote. It's tight, but I feel Mission Impossible may take it because it's who he is.
Not sure.
I don't know. Francis, what do you want me to read off, bro? You guys have been waiting for this moment. Read them off, AJ. Like, I could read the Rushmore again if you want. I don't know if that's
No.
but yeah, from a fucked group, yeah, guys. Yeah, please head on over. Quote the best film. And once again, guys, if you have a friend who's really into podcasts and want to talk movies, even though this is like Drunk Rushmores are a bit of a weird one to recommend to people, but we are available on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Castbox, Deezer, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Podchaser, Tuna, Stitcher, Geo7, and all you have to search for is Movie Mount Rushmore. Yeah. But again, guys, do you know what? It's not alcohol, but it is alcohol at the same time. Fucking love you guys. Like, you guys make this happen. You guys make this happen, right? And appreciate that you all tuned in to see how fucked we can get. I'm fucked. Yeah, like it's there. So once again, just as always, thank you guys so much. Thank you for just supporting two, as you said at the top of the show, two best friends who were just had an idea and made it work. Like, yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's what it is.
Somehow we made it through this.
And somehow some people stuck with us for 3 hours and 20.
Jesus,
what? 126. Yeah.
Oh, I love you guys. I really do. I really fucking do love you guys.
So, guys, we will be back next Tuesday.
Oh, more sober and more informative than we were this time.
And once again, if you want to see how much more we can do, how much more we can talk, and how much shit we could talk for a long time. Yeah.
Should we do one? Should we do one for the road or not?
No,
Pedro's just joining now. Fuck.
Too late, bro. Too late. I'm sorry.
Pedro, this one's for you. I'll do one for you.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh, shit, mate. Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you, bro.
Oh, fuck.
No, we're done. I cannot go any further. I cannot go any further. Guys, nothing but love. Tucky, Frank, if you want to hear our Money in the Bank recap, I've posted the link already. It's there for Facebook and YouTube. But to everyone else who I appreciate aren't wrestling fans, we fucking love you. We will see you next week. We
love to all of you guys.
Out. Nico, the link's there, bro. I've already done the poster, so let's just do it straight away. But we are out. Too sweet, you, because that's what you guys are. We out.
Love to you all, guys. Bye.